All right, welcome this Friday night to the Rio Grande Valley as we are getting ready for some 2-5 action here in South Texas. Players are discussing right now possibly adding some games like the 7-deuce game or the stand-up game, but I believe what they settled on is the small blind game. So each player will place $5 when they're the button, and the only player who can win that is going to be the small blind. So essentially, the player in the worst position, if he's able to win that hand, will win whatever's on the button. And I've seen this game before. I know that $5 quickly adds up since it's really only one person that can win that money. So yes, it does build, and essentially that's what they're doing. Some of these players haven't played the game before, and some of you viewers, I'm sure, haven't heard about this game before, but I believe it's called the small blind game. I don't know if it has an exact name, but yeah, once you've played it, you know exactly how it works. Every time a player is on the button, they put $5, and that $5 can only be won by the small blind for that hand. So yes, small blind game is on. We will get you everybody's seat assignments and stack sizes and everything like that. I believe, looking at the stack sizes earlier, that everybody is between $500 and $1,500. So let's go around the table here as they are inputting everybody's information. And that's why they haven't dealt the first hand yet. But in seat 1, we have Rolando. So seat number 1 is Rolando. I believe he's in for about $650. Seat number 2, we have Freddy. Freddy's in for $500. Seat number 3, we have Baby Spider. Baby Spider's in for $1,500. Seat number 3, we have Rock. And Rock is also in for $1,500. Seat number 5, the GTO Wizard, Justin. He's in for $1,500. And we have seat number 6, Finn's Fan. I believe he's in for $1,000. Seat number 7, we have Rigo. And Rigo, I believe, is in for $700. Seat 8, we have Chaos. He was with us on Wednesday night for the 1-2 game. He's in for $1,500. And seat number 9 is going to be Gabe. Gabe has joined us. Gabe has joined us before in the Omaha game. We ran an Omaha game a couple weeks ago. Gabe was in that, and he was one of the winners. So there's going to be a lot of action on the button. So it's either going to be the $5 from the small blind game, or it's going to be somebody straddling. So first hand off the deck here at the Texas Card House, Rio Grande Valley on this Friday night. Thank you for joining us, and make sure to hit that like button as the action will be on Baby Spider, and he will muck, followed by Rock. Rock not liking what he sees. Justin will come in for a call with the ace-5 offsuit. No, a raise to 15. So the 3X, that's going to put the action on Chaos, King, Queen. He's probably calling, maybe raising. And yes, indeed, he makes the call. Gabe with the 3-deuce, and Rolando with the 9-6. So Rolando's the only one eligible to win that extra $5 in this hand. It changes every hand. You can see the $5 right there in seat number 9 on the button. That goes to the small blind. Jack, 4-deuce. Nobody flopping anything. Justin, the pre-flop aggressor, does have a gut shot, so he will continue on for $20. And Chaos will call with his 2 live cards. He actually only has 2 outs because a lot of kings and queens were folded already. That's going to give him open-ended, so he might be able to win the pot by bluffing here as Justin checks to him. Chaos is going to put out a bet, I think. He's thinking about it. $90 in the pot, 50 should be a good amount. He goes for 60. I believe Justin's going to fold, so Chaos winning the first hand with the semi-bluff. And now the button will go to seat number 1 there, Rolando, and he'll add on $5 as well. And it keeps building. So it keeps building. And like I said, the only person eligible to win is going to be the small blind. So essentially the person in worst position. And that's why that stack's going to build. So you can see the stack sizes there. Chaos in for 1,500, Baby Spider in for 1,500, Rock in for 1,500, Fins Fan in for 1,000, Rigo in for 1,000, Gabe in for 700, Freddy in for 500. He lost his big blind, that's why it's showing him at 495 right now. Rolando in for 620, and Justin in for 1,500. So a lot of people in this 2-5 game buying in for over $1,000. So a little deep stack poker here as Fins Fan will come in for a $20 raise with the King 7 suited. Chaos also with the King 7, but he will let it go. Rolando with the Ace Deuce. Freddy with the fold. So that's going to leave the action to Baby Spider, and he will fold. So a raise and take on the second hand. A little surprise in there. I hope it's not a sign of things to come, because I think everybody wants to see action, you and me included. And the small blind did not win that hand, so now that $5 will get added on now. So it's already up to $15. It's just a bonus available to the small blind. So we are 2-5, Texas Card House, Rio Grande Valley, South Texas. So action will be on seat number 5, Justin, joining us tonight from South Padre Island. So drove just over an hour to get here. And Fins Fan raising once again, this time to 15 with the Jack 10 offsuit. Chaos with the 7-4 suited. He's capping his cards, so it looks like he's playing this. Freddy with the Ace Jack. Let's see if he comes in for a raise. No, he just calls. And I think Baby Spider folds his small blind, and the Rock will call with his suited queen. So action will be on the big blind since the small blind folded, as we go 4 ways to a flop on this Friday night. Ace 8 deuce. So Freddy flopping top pair. Fins Fan, who was the pre-flop aggressor, who was a pre-flop raiser, continuing on, betting 30. So basically betting about half pot here. Chaos thinking about calling. He has some backdoor draws, some backdoor flush draws, some backdoor straight draws, but he will fold. Now Freddy for sure will be calling with his top pair, and does. Rock will fold the queen high. And now let's see the turn. Turn will be a 5. Let's see if Fins Fan continues on with his story. I think he's going to check, and he does. Action on Freddy, who does have the best hand. Freddy putting out a $40 bet. And that's probably going to get the job done, because no, Fins Fan makes the call. I guess he has some plans to bluff the river here. The king on the river. Let's see if Fins Fan follows through with his plan. And yes, indeed, he does. Fins Fan called the turn to bluff the river, but it's not going to work, as Freddy has the ace jack. He might be worried that Fins Fan has the ace king, but I don't see Freddy folding. And yes, indeed, Freddy makes the call, and Freddy takes the win. So I thought Fins Fan would fold on the turn, but he called with intentions to bluff, and he bluffed and got caught. So right now, there's a lot going on here at the Texas Card House, Rio Grande Valley, as we do have the Poker Pyramid high hands going on. We also have the $20 2K guarantee tournament going on right now as well. And we will get to all the promos here in just a bit as we get ready for hand number 4. We do have an under the gun straddle. Fins Fan putting on the under the gun straddle. Looks to be for 20, so that's actually a big straddle 2-5 game. The action will be on Rigo with the 10 deuce. Little lag there, but the card reader catching up. There we go. So Chaos getting frisky with the 4-3 of diamonds. So there's a $20 straddle on. And instead of just calling the 20, he makes the raise. So I actually like this play from Chaos. Oh, Finn's fan picking up the hand, the ace-king. Did I say I like the hand from play? I was just kidding. No, Chaos making the call. And he's only 60-40, so he's actually not in terrible shape here against the ace-king. So ace-king versus 4-3. I'll go high, you go low. Let's see what the flop is. And Chaos out flopping Finn's fan. Finn's fan is probably going to c-bet here. 450 in the pot. So we'll see if he puts in the c-bet with the ace-king. He only has 3 outs. He bets 150. Chaos going to be calling for sure. He called with 4 high. He flops a pair. He is continuing here. Finn's fan with no hearts in his hand. So no backdoor flush draws. He still has his backdoor straight draws alive. So Chaos thinking here. Finn's fan betted 150 into 450, and yes, indeed, Chaos does make the call. A 3 or a 2 will be interesting, and it is a jack. So the top card pair in there, which makes it less likely for Finn's fan to have the jack. I think he's going to slow down, but the action is on him. Finn's fan with just $400 behind. So he's pretty much going to have to go all in here or check. There's really no in-between sizing for him, and that's why he's thinking about it. I think Chaos, and yes, indeed, Finn's fan says all in, and that was the only thing he could do. He could either go all in or check, and he's going all in. I think he has, I don't think he has enough chips. No, Chaos does fold. Wow. So he had 400 behind in the stack, but sometimes the stack size doesn't matter. Sometimes just you put in all the chips in really says that you were strong, and that's what Chaos thought. So Finn's fan picking up the pot there. Let's see, so it was 450, so there was like 750 in the pot, and he bet basically 420, and that got the job done. The paired board in Chaos mind, that took away some of his outs. It took away some of his 2-pair outs. He put Finn's fan on a pocket pair, and that pocket pair beat his 4s. So the jack coming on the turn meant that his 3 was no longer an out, and I'm pretty sure that's why he folded. All right, we got Rolando with the king 3, the king crab of clubs. He is calling the straddle, as is Freddy. And now Baby Spider is going to be putting in a raise here. Baby Spider bumping it up to 120. So $20 straddle. No, excuse me, it's a $20 double straddle. So Rigo with the pocket 5 straddle to the 10. Chaos, the double straddle to the 20. Rolando called the 20, as did Freddy, and then Baby Spider making it 120 to go. Freddy going to be making the call. He's actually in real good shape here. He has 2 overcards to both pocket pairs, and he has hearts. So Freddy's actually favored to win the hand right now, 43%, Baby Spider 40%. And Freddy will flop top pair right off the bat. Action is on Freddy. He does check, and you can see he has 74% to win if this goes to the river. The turn, the 3 of hearts. So Rigo checks. Freddy puts out a little bet there. Does Spider make the call? Baby Spider might make the call here. He's getting a real good price, and he does that. Rigo, I think, is done with these fives. Rigo pretty much took the approach. No set, no bet. And he checked the flop, checked the turn, and now he will fold. So Baby Spider drawn to an 8. Oh, it's going to be a 5. Rigo is not going to like that river, but he made the right fold at the right time. That's all you can do. And that pot will get shipped over to the Queen 10 of Hearts of Freddy. And they just put another $5 on that button. So now that's up to $30. They are playing the small blind game. I believe it's what it's called. I think it's called something different everywhere you play. But only the small blind can win that bonus that's on the button. So obviously it changes every hand. And every hand who's ever on the button needs to add $5 to it. So Freddy, your early winner here, picking up a $600 profit by taking down that pot. And we have the double straddle on once again. So I know on the little thumbnail or on the graphics it says 2-5 hold'em. This is actually a 10-20 game, as action will be on Rolando. He is squeezing the cards, pocket eights. He's probably going to be calling, and that's what he does. Oh, Freddy with the kings. Freddy is not going to be calling. Freddy is going to be raising. You can see Freddy reaching for a black chip and a green chip. So Freddy making it 125. And that's going to clear pretty much everybody else out. And now the action will be on Chaos with the 6s. Chaos might call here. He did buy him for 1,500. So Chaos going set mining with the 6s. And I think that's going to bring Rolando along too. It might even bring Gabe along. So Gabe with an ace. And Gabe does make the call. So now Rolando coming along for sure. So Freddy liking the kings, not liking that it is 4 ways to the flop here. He doesn't want an ace for sure, but he doesn't know a 6 or an 8 are also bad for him. So Queen, 4 deuce, 2 hearts. Freddy also with the king of hearts, $500 in the pot. It should check to Freddy, and I'm thinking he's going to bet about 300. Freddy bet in 250? Yeah, Freddy bet in 250. He does have the king of hearts, so I think that's maybe one of the reasons why he sized it down. And we'll see if Rolando calls. He might peel one off with the 8s. He only has $469 behind, though, so he's going to have to basically commit half his stack to see a turn. And he's checking how much Freddy has in his stack. He knows that he's covered. There we go. We got the zoom in on that camera. We just got to get it over to seat 1. There we go. So he finally does make the fold. So Freddy with back-to-back hands, raking it in. So that's going to put Freddy up to, I believe, over $1,000 already early on in the stream. The button hasn't even gone around once. So hand number 7, and added on to the button there. So now I think $35 is up for the small blind. As I was talking earlier about the action that we have going on right now here at Texas Card House, Rio Grande Valley. We do have a tournament going on right now, and this is the tournament. We run it every Friday and every Sunday. Fridays it starts at 6, so this stream started at 6, and this tournament also started. So a lot of action going. Plus, there's some other cash games going. But there's the information on the $20 tournament. Very, very fun tournament to come in. I know it gets a lot of friends and family members to come in. As we go back to the action here. Let's see what we got here. Somebody making a raise here. Rolando raising out of seat number 1 with the ace-jack. Freddy trying to win 3 hands in a row. He makes the call. Rock with the pocket deuces. And Gabe, who I think straddled this hand, Gabe's coming along with the 5-6. Flop coming ace 3-3. So both Rolando and Freddy flopping top pair. Rolando will bet 55. I'm sure Freddy's going to call. Might be thinking about raising. And then I think we're going to go heads up to the turn. But Freddy is calling for sure, maybe raising. He's just cutting out those calling chips. That's going to clear out the deuces. That's going to clear out the 5-6. And we'll go heads up. $217 in the pot. Action will be on the best hand right now. Rolando with the ace-jack. The 6 coming. So the jack kicker still playing for Rolando has over an 80% chance of winning the hand right now. And he is going to bet once again. So dealer cutting out his bet. And looks like the bet's going to be 175. I don't think Freddy's going to be able to call that, but let's see what Freddy does. Freddy's thinking. Action on him. You can see Rolando when he has $200 after this bet. So he's pretty much telling Freddy, hey, I'm betting half my stack on the turn here. The rest of it's going on the river. And Freddy figured it out. So good job by Freddy there figuring it out. He saw that the next move from Rolando was going to be all in, and he does make the fold. So I'm sure everybody has a friend like Freddy. Freddy is DTF. Freddy is down to fish. He loves going fishing, goes down to South Padre Island, goes over to Port Mansfield, but he is a fisherman. And he is currently the big winner of the night, but we're not even 10 hands in. Let's see if anybody puts in a straddle. I don't think anybody puts in a straddle. So just the normal 2-5. So that'll put the action on Rolando, who just won last hand. King 7 of diamonds. I think he's going to call. Let's see. There it is. Freddy 10 deuce. That should go into muck. Baby Spider mucks it. Rock with a suited king. He makes the call. And Vince Fan with the hand will make the raise. $30 raise. Gabe with the suited ace. The ace 8. And will these suited kings call? It's a quarter more, so I think they are. And they do. So king 7 suited, king 5, and a pair of aces. So 2 players with aces, 2 players with kings. And we have a good flop here, or an action flop, as Rolando flopping a pair, bottom pair. Rock flopping a flush draw, and Eric Vince Fan flopping top pair. So he will c-bet to 65. Gabe does have a gut shot with the 9, and that's why he's thinking. Rolando with bottom pair and a backdoor flush draw, he makes the call, which will bring Rock along, although I think Rock was always coming along. 3 players to the turn of the 9 of spades. So Gabe would have hit it straight with the ace, but it wouldn't be good. As you can see, Rock hitting the flush. This card should slow down Eric, the Vince Fan. So Rock's going to hit his hand and lead out. 317 in the pot. No, he's going to check. This should slow down Vince Fan. And yes, indeed, he does check. The river, is that the queen of spades? That's the queen of spades. So now the only question is, will Rock bet? And it looks like he does. He puts out $100 there, trying to get a call from a smaller spade, but nobody else with a spade in their hand will fold. So nice pot for Rock there, $400 pot going his way. Rolando actually called the $100. Oh, because he had a straight with the king. There you go. That makes sense. I thought he called with a 7, but nice value bet from Rock there, as he was trying to get a call from a smaller spade, but he actually got a call from a straight. So we do have the high hands going on in the form of the poker pyramid. This runs Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And I can confirm the first 5 hands have already been hit. So we are on the second level of the high hands for the pyramids. The straight flush has been hit, quad aces, quad eights, quad jacks, and quad fives have been hit. So now if somebody hits a high hand with any of the other hands not mentioned, a high hand being 4 of a kind or a royal flush, that's what's available, they will get $200. That's going on right now here at the Texas Card House. All right, what is going on here? We got a raise from Justin in seat 5. Looks like they didn't get the card scanned properly. Looks like a limp from Freddy under the gun. Then Justin making it 20. Finspan calling the 20. Chaos also calling the 20. And I don't think the players had the cards on the sensor long enough. So it's getting rescanned, making sure that it's there. So now we get a look at everybody's hands. Justin raising the queen 10 offsuit and everybody coming along. 5 ways to the flop here. $100, $102 in the pot to be exact. As the dealer will put up a jack high flop. Anybody have a jack? No, but the queen 10 does have open-ended. So Justin, the GTO wizard, the initial raiser, does have a flop to C bet and will do just that. Betting $60 into the $100 pot. And Rolando with a gut shot with the queen makes the call. He also has backdoor spades. And Freddy here with the best hand actually, but he does make the fold. So Rolando actually the favorite to win right now. The 9 coming on the turn. Freddy probably not going to be happy about that. It's going to go check, check. Justin's going to have to bluff it in on the river here if he wants to win. So Rolando might feel like he has to bluff because he has king high. And looks like that's what he's doing. So Rolando actually with the best hand, he thought he needed to bluff. So he puts out the bet and Justin folds. But if he would have checked, Justin would have bluffed at it. So whoever bluffed at the pot was going to win that pot as it was king high versus queen high. And looks like we got $50 on that button now. They are playing the small blind game where the only person eligible to win that is the player in the small blind for that hand. So every time the button moves, $5 gets put on it until the small blind wins it, and then of course it starts all over. So that's already up to $50. Nice little bonus there if the small blind is able to win the pot. We have a Straddle, Baby Spider putting on the 15. So we do have a deep stack tournament tomorrow. So tomorrow at 2, Deep Stack Saturdays here at Texas Card House, Rio Grande Valley. $5,000 guaranteed prize pool, $2,000 the first. It's $200 to enter. It starts at 2 p.m. $50K starting stack with 30-minute blind levels. So if you notice the last hand, the cards did not get picked up properly by the reader, so they're just making sure that everything is working with the RFID. That's what the small pause is. But as I said, we mentioned the $20 tournament earlier. That's also running on Sundays. On Sundays, it's at 2 o'clock. Real fun tournament. Like if you don't have that much experience in tournaments, and like even if you do have experience in tournaments, the good part about it is you can essentially try different moves or try different things in this tournament that you normally wouldn't try. So kind of like a little test lab if you're experienced with tournaments. If you're not, real good tournament to get your feet wet. It's $20 to enter, 20K starting sack, 20-minute levels. It's going on right now. And then tomorrow we have the deep sack, and then we do this $20 tournament again on Sundays at 2 p.m. And then the last tournament we do here for the month of May is we got the double green chip bounty. That's on Mondays, and that's a 2,500K guaranteed, and it starts at 6 p.m. $150 buy-in, $50 of that goes to a bounty. A green chip is worth $25, so double green chip, $50. If you knock somebody out of the tournament, you do get their bounty. I do have access to the YouTube chat, so if you want to chat along or say what you think about this with this small blind game. I've seen it played before. I don't know if you've played a variation of it, but you can let us know in the YouTube chat. That chat is live. Also tonight, a lot of stuff going on a Friday night. So if you have that Friday night fever, you can come on over. We have the 2-5 stream going on right now. There's 1-3 cash games on the regular table also going on. And there's the $20 tournament, and it's ladies' night. Ladies play for free as we go back to the action. Action on Rock. He will fold. That will put it on Justin, who comes in for a $40 raise. I realize it's a 2-5 game, but you have to take into account the straddle. So essentially, 3x the straddle. 3x straddle would be 45. He makes it 40. And Chaos, he will get a call from Chaos. Rolando making the call. Keep in mind, if Rolando wins this pot, he does get the $50 that is on the button. He's the only one eligible for it on this hand. And maybe that's why he called. I don't know what his hand is, but there's a chance he could be calling light. And the reason why he would be calling light is because of that $50 bonus, which will turn into a $55 bonus next hand if he does not win. So King High Flop looks like he's going to lead out small to only $15. So there's 120 in the pot, and he only... No, I'm sorry. The graphics are still catching up. So Justin did have an ace. The graphics are catching up. Rolando actually bet in 90 there. And Chaos is going to call him. So the graphics catching up, and Rolando sees that $50. He's going after it. This is just a 100% bluff. Okay, I'm pretty sure the graphics are wrong because he would not call it all in for that extra bonus. Let's see what he has here. So the graphics were catching up. All right, so Chaos had a flush draw. There we go. He had ace, jack of diamonds. And it looks like Rolando's going to win this pot. So Chaos had a flush draw, and Chaos missed. I don't know what Rolando had, but it beats ace high. So I'm pretty sure that Chaos missed this flush draw. And Rolando made a pair with his hand. We'll see if can get a view of the cards there. Let's see there. 9 on the river. Looks like he had 2 black cards. Didn't get to see the hand. But whatever it was good enough to take the win. And then on top of that, he got the bonus. There it is. He had a queen on the turn. So he was going for the bluff. And then he picked up a pair on the turn. And once he picked up the pair on the turn, he went with the hand. So nice hand for Rolando there, and one of the reasons why he was playing that hand. Yes, Queen 4 is a bad hand, and yes, it was raised $40 pre-flop, but he did have that extra incentive. He had the extra incentive of the $50 that was on the button. So I believe they just changed the small blind game. Well, they're still running the small blind game, but since somebody won it, they're adding $10 now. So every time it comes around, the button will add $10. So it got up to 50 last time. So looks like they already bumped up the small blind game. These guys are here to gamble tonight. It's already up to $10 as Finn's fan will open the action with the 4-3 of spades. This is going to bring Gabe along with the 8-7 in the cutoff. Rolando. Oh, Freddy. Freddy's going to raise here with a hand. Should make it at least 120, I'm thinking, just because he'll be out of position. Goes on the small side. Well, one, he's going to be out of position, and two, some players might think that he's up to no good since he's going after the money that's on the button, and I think that's what's happening here. As yeah, he actually got a call from everybody. He only made it 65 total. Went from 20 to 65, so he raised it $45. He will flop an ace. Rolando with the king of clubs. He will continue on. Another small bet from Freddy here. He's flopping top pair, but it is all clubs, so I think he's wants to see bet, but he doesn't want to go too crazy, and that's what's happening. So Rolando is going to make the call with the nut flush draw. A 10 or a queen will be interesting here because it'll give Rolando a straight draw, but it is not. We'll see how Freddy approaches this turn as this board is getting wet. Freddy continuing on with the 125. Rolando will make the call. To a river we go. The river is a 3. Does Freddy bet again? And it looks like he did. Freddy put it out at 225. Freddy bet in 225. And I think Rolando's going to have to fold. He might raise here as a bluff, but no, he finally does fold. He missed his flush. Felt like he was getting a good price from Freddy. And you can see him take that $10 bonus and immediately throw it to the dealer. And now he'll put the $10 on. So it started off as $5 for the small blind game. It is up to $10 now. Some of these players hadn't played it before, so they really weren't sure why they were putting $5 on the button, but I think now everybody understands. So they're like, hey, that's a pretty good game. Let's make it $10 now, and everybody agreed. So $10, that is not a straddle. That is part of the small blind game, as the action will be under the gun, seat 5, Justin. Jack 6 of diamonds will probably put that in the muck, and does. Finn's fan following suit. Ace King of diamonds, Rigo. Gonna make it at least 20, I would imagine. Makes it 25, it looks like. So Ace King of diamonds, Rigo. Gabe coming with the Jack 10 coming along. Freddy gets rid of the queen. Baby Spider making the fold. So he'll add $10 the next hand on that button, because the small blind's not winning this hand. Flop coming 6 high. We'll see if Rigo c-bets the continuation bet here. He does have backdoor diamonds, and obviously he has 2 overcards. So he does c-bet to 40, and I think this is going to get the job done against Gabe, and it does. So Rigo picking up a pot there. Looks like he has a shirt on from Hawaii. Aloha. Looks like Finn's fan put it on the $20 under the gun straddle. This is really drives the action, these straddles. You can see the VPIP. Rolando, the highest right now. Rolando there in seat 1. So action will be on Rigo. Just one the previous hand. $20 live straddle. All right, so it looks like we got a couple of comments in the chat. Get to them in a bit. As we are in the middle of a hand, looks like Baby Spider raising it to 75. Picking up the call from the 4-5, the natural 9. And it looks like the natural 9 is going to flop a pair. And he's going to lead out. 4-5. Also flopping a pair was the ace deuce. So he's going to come along. So everybody seeing a turn, put it in $75, seeing a turn. This pot getting quick, big quick. The 3 of clubs. That might slow down the action here. Actually, Rolando now picking up a straight draw, so he's going to continue to fire. And this should get it done. Let's see what Finsfans does here. He does have a straight draw. He has a straight draw. So he is contemplating what to do here. He was the under-the-gun straddler for 20. Baby Spider raised it with king, queen. And it's going to get through. Rolando winning with the 4-5. Rolando, I mentioned Freddy earlier that like everybody has a friend that likes to fish. Well, Rolando is the type of player who likes to see flops. So he's going to be seeing a lot of flops here. And you can see him limping for the $20 with the 4-5 offsuit, then calling a $75 raise. But when he hits the flops, it's dangerous. Double straddle here. $10 under the gun straddle for Rigo. Chaos with the double straddle puts the action on seat number 9. Gabriel with the 10-7 offsuit. That should be going in the muck. Gabriel actually lives both here and in Austin. So he lives here in South Texas, and then he's in the real estate business, so he does business down here. He does business up at the state capitol as well. Justin out of the small blind. I think this might be the right GTO play to do, but he's also doing it because of the small blind game. He's trying to pick up the pot to win that extra money. It's on the button, but Chaos has a suited ace and will make the call. Rolando, who I just mentioned, he likes to see flops. You can see him in there with the 10-4. So 4 ways to a flop. Justin out of the small blind, the pre-flop aggressor. We'll see if he's able to c-bet. Depends on what type of flop he gets. He flops a flush draw. No, he checks. Wow. So that's going to put Chaos. He will take the better lead. But Rolando flopping top pair with the 10-4. So he's not going anywhere. The bet is 115. Rolando's calling this for sure. Might even raise. If Rolando calls Justin with his flush draw, it's going to bring him along. Justin also has a backdoor straight draw. So Rolando with the 10-4. It's 115, so it's about a half pot sized bet coming from Chaos here. And there's Rolando grabbing the chips. So Justin should be making his call. He might raise, but he's getting a real good price here, and he slows in the action. So a 7 would be, a 7, 8, or 9 would be a really cool card here. 7, 8, or 9. It's a deuce, so now Chaos takes the lead with the ace deuce. Since the board is paired, I think Justin is done with this hand. Chaos continuing on for 250. And I think Rolando's going to call this. He has top pair. Granted, he just has the 4 kicker, but he's not putting Chaos on bottom pair. Oh, wow. Is he going to make the fold? Great fold. Great fold by Rolando there. And now Justin will continue with his flush draw on the pair board. So Justin having to call 250 into the $790 pot. And looks like he does make the fold. Like I said, I thought once the board paired, he was done with it, and that was the case. I'm a little surprised that Rolando folded, but Chaos showing the deuce. Chaos showed the deuce. He figures we're on a 15-minute delay, so if somebody wants to know for sure, they can find out. So why make people wait the 15 minutes? Let's just show the deuce. And I wonder how much is on that button now. So it started at 10, but then he won it. So, yeah, they're making sure that it's there. There you go. So I know Freddy put the 10. So, yeah, there's 10. So there should be 40. There's a green chip on the bottom and 3 red chips on the top. Once again, this is something new, the small blind game. Only the small blind is eligible to win that extra money that's on the button. It is not a straddle. It is the small blind game. Action will be on Gabe. 7-4 suited. He makes the call. Freddy with the fold. Baby Spider, King 5 into the muck. Rock with the ace deuce of spades just makes the call. I would have liked to see a raise there. Justin has the button. He's playing the power. Finn's fan hoping to flop a pair. And now the option will be on Chaos. Chaos with the 8-5. And it looks like he's raising here. There's the green chip. I was about to say it looks a little on the small side, but no, he does. He does juice it up to 65. Basically, everybody limped here, so he figured nobody really had anything. And he was right, but that's not stopping him from calling the raise. So you can see Finn's fan is in there with the 6-4 offsuit. There's an extra $40 bonus for him if he wins this hand. And then we have the 8-5, the Chad Johnson is going to flop a flush draw. Does anybody have a jack? No. So Chaos is probably going to get this bet through. He's the only one that really connected with the board. He's going to bet $100, and everybody's going to have to fold here. It's hard. It's hard to make a pair and hold them, and nobody makes a pair. Chaos will take down the pot. Let's see if he shows again. He showed last time, and he shows again. So letting people know, raising his straddle with the 8 high. So making sure that $10 is on there, that should take it up to 50, and that's what it does. All right, I know we had a couple of comments. Let's get to the YouTube comments here. So River Rat, liking the commentating. We do appreciate that. And Clayton, a little confused. I don't think he knows that this is live, but this is live. Well, technically, we're on a 15-minute delay. We're on a 15-minute delay. But this is happening right now in Edinburg, Texas, to be exact, part of the Rio Grande Valley. Down in South Texas, we got Edinburg, McAllen, Mission, Harlingen down here in the area, Brownsville, South Padre Island. So everything you see, I'm seeing it on a 15-minute delay with you. So Rigo with the King 3 calling the bet. There's that $50 incentive for him. So you're going to see the small blind calling light a lot tonight because of the small blind game. So this pot, all the way up to 375. We're going 5 ways to a flop. Almost $400 in it, and the flop will be King 3-3. Somebody have a 3? Somebody had 3. Baby Spider had a 3, and 2 players have a king. So this is going to get a little messy. Does anybody have hearts? Nobody has hearts. So Rolando will bet 100. Rolando with the ace high. I think he was the pre-flop aggressor, so he's just continuing on. He does have the ace of hearts. Baby Spider's just going to call for the trap. Baby Spider with the trips. This might induce somebody to raise. Justin with the king, Rigo with the king. One of them might raise here, not believing that anybody has the 3. So I would not be surprised to see a raise. Nope, no raise yet. Chaos with the queen high is just going to have to get rid of it. So 5 of hearts will give Rolando some hope. It's a 4. It also gives him some hope. He can go running 4s. It should check here to Baby Spider with 775 in there and a lot of draws. Baby Spider's going to be pumping some money into this pot. 775, it is 4 ways. So I think he does probably want to go about half pot. And he's going to bet to 425, so a little bit more than half pot. And Justin, not liking life right now. He does have the 10 kicker. He does see this as a very draw-heavy board. You can see him trying to put the pieces together. And I don't think he can call with 2 players behind him. Maybe if it was heads up, he could call here. But I think he's going to have to put this one in the muck. It will be the right play. $425. No, he makes the call. So this puts the action on Rigo. I just think if I'm in their position, I think I have to put somebody on a 3. I mean, it's very unlikely somebody has a 3. This was a 3-bet pot. But just because it's unlikely doesn't mean that it's not possible. And you can see Rigo also contemplating a call here. And he's going to let it go. Rolando with the 4. Might think that his ace is live. He might think that his ace is live here. So he's getting a real good price here. 400 to win 1,600 essentially. But no, he's going to fold. So Justin with 1 out. There's a king on the board, king in his hand, and Rigo folding the king. So 1 out for Justin. A heart will slow down the action, but it is not a heart. And I see Baby Spider just put in all the chips in the middle now. 1,600 in the pot. He has 700 in his stack. He should be making the all-in announcement. And Justin might make a hero call since the hearts missed. And yes, he did. Essentially, when Justin called the turn, he put Baby Spider on a heart draw. When he called the turn, he put Baby Spider on a heart draw. So when the hearts missed, he called it off with the king. So huge $2,611 pot. You can see all the black chips in there. The $100 chips going Baby Spider's way. But that's why Justin contemplated the bet on the turn. He pretty much made up his mind at that point. If a heart did not come, he was calling, and that's what happened. The heart did not come. Baby Spider moved all in. He immediately called because he's either way behind or way ahead, and it turns out he was way behind there. So we'll get the rebuy for Justin taken care of, and we will remind you, if you want to get on the stream here, if you have some family down here, or if you have some work, or if you're from the area and you're interested in getting on the stream, we got an email for you, rgblive@texascardhouse.com. You can play live. That way you can basically let your friends and family know, hey, I play poker, and look, you can watch me on YouTube, you can watch me on TV. So you can contact the club, rgblive@texascardhouse.com. We do have a stream on Wednesday nights. It's a 1-3 stream. And we do have a stream on Friday nights. And as you can see, that is a 2-5 stream. So I believe we're up to $60 for the small blind game. You can see there's chips on the button, but that is not a straddle. They are playing the small blind game. If the small blind wins the hand, he wins the money that is on the button, and it is up to $60 now. Baby Spider winning last hand will get rid of his ace. Rock with the king 5 of spades, won a big hand with it earlier. We'll see if Justin jumps right back in. I think he's going to fold, and he does. Puts the action on Finn's fan, and Finn's fan making it 25. Yes, Finn's fan announced at 25 with the king deuce of hearts. Another suited king calling. All right, Chaos should be raising here, and he does that. It should be at least 125. No, it's 152. Looks like it's 152. I was about to say I would size up here because of the small blind game, and he's raising out of the small blind game. Plus, he's going to be out of position. So 152, but that's not going to get rid of Rolando here, as Rolando calls with the 8-6 of diamonds. That puts the action on Finn's fan. I don't know. Finn's fan making the call, and now Rigo making the call. So I think a lot of these people are calling light because they thought that Chaos was raising light, going after the $60 on the button. That's not the case. He does have a hand. That doesn't matter, as he's going to get out flopped. Rigo with the flush draw, and Chaos is going to continue here, but this is not going to work. He does have the ace of clubs, so that's good. Rolando has a pair, but he's going to fold. Chaos betting on the big side. Rigo's going to continue here. Rigo's going all in. Rigo going all in for 500. And I think Chaos bet 400 on the flop, so Chaos might be priced in to call here, and he's actually ahead. So, yeah, Chaos just needs another $100 to call. So he's kind of priced in here. He doesn't think he's ahead, but he is ahead, and he has a blocker. He has the ace of clubs blocker. So that's going to take one of Rigo's outs away. His king of diamonds is going to take two more of Rigo's outs away. And he's actually favored here, but he does not know that. He's calling. It's just an extra $100. It's kind of a bad situation for Rigo here, as he thought he was ahead, but there goes Chaos making the call. So Rigo needs a club or a 7 or a 4. And no, he misses everything. So Rigo losing the pot. Chaos will get the extra bonus there that was on the button since he was in the small blind. So Chaos hit in the river with the ace, but he didn't need it, as Rigo will rebuy. Rigo making the right move there. He just didn't have enough chips to get Chaos to fold after Chaos bet $400 into the pot. And that just left him another $100 to call, since Rigo had just $500. So Chaos put in the $10 on the button. That is not a straddle. It is part of the small blind game. And Rigo will get his rebuy taken care of. Let's see if we have an under the gun straddle from Freddy, and it does not look like there's. So Rigo rebuy, I believe 1,000 was announced. And let's see what Freddy does here. And he's got the 8-3, good hand for blackjack. And he's probably going to be folding this. Maybe Spider folding, Rock folding, Justin folding. Vince fan coming in for the raise. If you're going to play the hand, you might as well raise it, and that's what he's doing. Jack high flop. I think Finn's fan will continue. No, he checks. King of clubs. Is he going to go check, check again? Finn's fan bets 25. Chaos calls him immediately. Queen. Does Finn's fan bluff? No, he's going to shut it down. And Chaos going back-to-back hands. Both times he had an ace in his hand. So Gabe put in the $10 on the button. And you can see the winner so far. Player stack, Freddy, the big winner so far. $1,300, Baby Spider, $1,100, Chaos, $450 winner. Rock, $268, and Rolando, $78. Everybody else in the red so far. Both Justin and Rigo over $1,000 down. So Baby Spider away right now. Oh, Baby Spider would have had queens. Is he walking back in? Wow. I think maybe he needed to take a phone call. You're not allowed phones, any sort of electronics in the room since this is being streamed. So he had to step away from the room to take a phone call and would have had queens. So let's see how it would have played out. Rolando is in the small blind. There's that bonus on there. I think it's only $20 though. Don't think that's worth going after, but Rolando might think different. So Gabe with the ace jack of diamonds making the 3-bet. He does have the best hand right now, and he will have position. Does get called by another suited ace. Spins fan suited in hearts, and Rigo jumping back in, trying to get back his money, and Rigo will flop top pair. So over $200 in the pot. Check to the pre-flop aggressor. Gabe is going to continue on. Looks like he's betting about 80. No, he's betting 65. It is on the small side. That'll bring in Finn's fan. We'll see if Rigo check raises here. It's a good spot for Rigo to check raise, especially since somebody else called. Maybe if you were heads up. Maybe if you were heads up, you would just call. And there you go. He's putting in the raise. Nice raise by Rigo here. I think maybe he would have just flat called Gabe on his own, but once Finn's fan called, it brought somebody else in the pot. So now he is going to put in the raise, and this should do it, as neither Gabe or Finn's fan had anything. And yes, indeed, Rigo starting to climb out of the hole. Don't forget about our early bird promos. Excuse me, so if you are swiped in before 11 a.m., Texas Card House Rio Grande Valley opens at 9 a.m. every day. If you are swiped in at a table playing, play 1 hour, you will get 2 hours for free every day. So it costs $12 an hour to play. You play 1 hour, you get 2 free. So you can play 3 hours for only $12 before 11 a.m. every day here at the Texas Card House, Rio Grande Valley. Justin coming in for the raise. Finn's fan with the 52. Chaos also with suited connectors. So it looks like all the clubs are gone. Rolando also calling with 8-7. So 4 ways we go to a $200 pot. Action will be on the initial raiser. Ace, 9, 8. Justin flopping top pair. Bottom pair for both Chaos and Roland. It's checked around, and now that's going to turn 2 pair for Justin, and he checks once again. Both Chaos and Rolando picking up an open-ended straight draw. One of them is going to bet at it for sure, and that one is going to be Chaos. $200 pot. Looks like Chaos is putting out a big bet here. It's going to be 140. Rolando making the call. And will Justin put in a check raise? Justin with top 2 pair, but it is a very wet board. So Justin with the best hand right now needs to fade the open-enders. And the 9 comes on the river. I think everybody's going to check. Everybody does check, so Justin will win the pot. Nice $600 pot. So like the previous hand, Rigo taking the previous hand down, Justin taking this hand down, so both of them started to get out of the hole, as we are just over an hour into tonight's stream. So it is a 4-hour stream, and a lot of times these players will continue to play when the stream is over. So he's got at least 3 hours to make up his money. Do apologize for the lag as we are back in action. Action will be on Justin. So it looks like everybody folding. Oh, Chaos might have some bad intentions with this 7 deuce. Chaos with a huge raise. It was $5 to call. He makes it 75. And the reason why he's doing this is because he wants to show the 7 deuce. He wants to show the bluff. But Rolando calling in with the 6 here. So Chaos is going to continue on here. Chaos has plans to essentially slam this hand. Slam it on the table if he wins. He's gonna slam this this flop bet. He bets 125. Rolando also open-ended. Both these players flopping open-ended. I think Chaos is just gonna empty out the clip here. Queen of diamonds. I don't think it's gonna slow down Chaos. He has 7 deuce. $400 in the pot. He bets $311. Rolando might call. He's still open-ended. Oh, no. Rolando finally... No. Rolando's all in. So Chaos has 7 deuce. And his plan was good. The part he forgot to take into account was Rolando's stack size. Rolando only had $300 to fold, and he's going to win with ace-6. So Chaos was trying to bluff the table with the 7 deuce. I don't mind the play. The only thing he didn't take into account was Rolando's stack size. He had too few chips once Rolando caught the flop bet and left him with only $300. So we will do a quick dealer change here as Alex. And looks like we got coming in, I believe it is Johnny V. Johnny V goes by Rigo online. And as we change out the dealers, let's see if we got any action on the chat. Keep in mind, I do have access to the YouTube chat. So if you are on YouTube, you can put some comments on the chat if you have any questions or anything like that, or just want to make some comments. And also, don't forget to make sure you do hit that like button. And if you're still not subscribed to TCH Live, make sure you take care of that right now on this dealer change. Really helps grow the channel, helps us put on these live streams to everybody. So make sure you do hit that subscribe button as we are just over an hour into the stream. First hand for the new dealer. So it looks like it's up to 50 for the small blind game. First to act will be Finsfan, ace-9. He's going to be coming in for a raise to 30. Rigo right behind him calls the raise with 9-8 of spades. Rolando with the king-10 offsuit comes along. Rock in the small blind will fold. Justin big blind, what does he have? Yeah, jack-8 of diamonds. I thought he might have called there, but he does not. I think maybe if he's up on the session, he does, but he's not up on the session right now, so just going to tighten up the game a bit. As Finsfan with the best hand right now, he was the initial raiser. We go 4 ways to a flop. Excuse me, 3 ways to a flop as we have King 7-7, 2 hearts. Finsfan will c-bet it with the flush draw. Rolando is going to call with the king. So there's the call. Here's the turn. Turn is an ace. So Finsfan now turning the best hand with the ace. And is he betting another 50? No, he bet 75. Makes it a little larger this time. The river, the 6 of spades. Does Finsfan fire again? This time he fires 100. And Rolando makes the call. So nice hand for Finsfan there. He increased this bet size $25 on each street, as it was 50 on the flop, 75 on the turn, and 100 on the river. And he gave Rolando a real good price. The hearts did miss. So Rolando making the call with the pair of kings. He knew he would be good if the flush missed, and the flush did miss, but the ace for Finsfan hitting on the turn, giving him the win. So raise first in, that is the stat that's popping up right now. 2 players are still 0%, which means that they weren't the first ones to raise in the pot. I know Gabe 3-bet one time with ace-jack of diamonds, but I think since he wasn't the first to raise, it doesn't count. So Gabe did 3-bet, so that's a little misleading, the stat. But the stat does say raise first in, so that part is true. Yes and no? Rolando with the 8-5 coming along. Freddy making it 15 with the 10-9 offsuit. Baby Spider going to be 3-betting, and Baby Spider has a hand. Baby Spider with the 3-bet to 60. I don't think anybody's going to call. Wait, Gabe is suited. Gabe is suited. Gabe only has 276 though. So this is a good percentage of Gabe's stack, but they're suited, they're connected, and he's ready to go. That might bring in Freddy. Freddy, the initial raiser, to 15. It might bring Freddy in here because Freddy is closing the action. He's getting a good price on his money. He knows he's behind, but he's one of tonight's winners so far, so he's going to take those win-ins and put them to work. Action will be on Gabe. Baby Spider, 75% right now to win before the flop, and he flops top pair. So it's going to go check. It should go check to Baby Spider. Oh, wow, Gabe is just going to go all in. All right. So Gabe, hoping nobody has an ace, but he is not going to get it through. Gabe still does have outs. He's 4%. He does have a flush draw and a straight draw working for him, both back doors. So let's go 10 of clubs. 10 of clubs. Let's go 10 of clubs for some fun. 10 or queen of clubs. Let's see. He could be drawn dead. There's the king. Yeah, he's drawn dead, though. He's drawn dead. So he needed a club or some sort of straight draws to not be drawn dead. So Baby Spider will win the hand as Gabe was hoping nobody had an ace. He made a move. But Baby Spider had 2 aces. Two-5 action. Taking a look at the VPIP. Little surprised that Baby Spider's last on the VPIP. Rolando first at 70%. Looks like we got a rebuy coming here, so a little surprised that Baby Spider is only at 17%. And I think I might have heard the table talk correct, where Baby Spider's getting ready to have a baby, so maybe that's why his VPIP's slower. So Rolando, 70%, has voluntarily put money in the pot. Finspan at 57, Chaos at 57, and then everybody between 30 and 35% after that. Hand number 24. We're close to 100 live viewers. Got in close a couple of times. And the small blind game, the money on that button is building, as the action will be on Chaos under the gun. Chaos King Deuce offsuit will go into muck. Gabe, who just rebought, with the 9s coming in for a raise. 35. Raises to 40. So far, nobody with anything good to call him. Rock making the call with 2 overs. Queen Jack of clubs. Vince fan, I think he's going to put into 3-bet here. So it's probably going to be at least 140. Is he in the small blind too? Oh, he's in the small blind too, so he might make it 200. No, he just goes all in. Did he announce all in, or did he go 200? Yeah, I think he's going all in, and he's telling the table the reason why he's doing this is because there's $70 on the button right now. So he's the only player eligible for it. So kind of trying to do some Jedi mind tricks. He's acting like he's weak here. He's saying, well, you know, there's $70 on here, so yeah, if you guys fold, I win at 70 plus whatever's in the pot. Keep in mind, Gabe races to 40, and then Rock called, so there's 80 in there plus the 70, so there's 150 that he can win. He is all in. He does have a good hand, though. He does have ace-queen, but he is behind. Gabe just lost the previous hand, and it's not going to work. Gabe lost the previous hand, so he wanted his chips back right away, and he is in. He's ahead right now, 55-45. Straight draw for the ace-queen. Ace-4-queen. It's a jack. The river is a king. Misses everything. So Gabe, first hand after the rebuy, doubles up. So getting back to even. Vince fan going to be taking a $500 hit. So I think, obviously it's easy when you see the cards, but I think both players playing the cards correctly, and that's what happens a lot, where you're just going to be in a 50-50 spot, especially in tournaments. But pretty much 50-50 to the flop. The 9s with the slight lead were able to hold on. Basically dodged everything. Let's see here. So poker pyramid still going on for the high hands. The bottom level has been knocked out. They've hit 5 high hands, so now we're at the second level. Any quads, aces or better, although 3 of them have been hit. It was trip aces have been hit, trip jacks have been hit, a straight flush has been hit, pocket 8s have been hit, and pocket 5s. But any other quads will pay $200, and then the royal flush is still in play. Normally, the royal flush is the last one to get hit just because it's the hardest to get hit, but it could go in any order. But right now, it is the poker pyramid. This is Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays, and Mondays here at the Texas Card House. Now, during the week, there is a different type of eye hand. And let's see if the information is set for that. I believe it is there. Nope, that's the refer a friend. Somebody raising it to 40? The Ace King of Rock just calling the $40 raise from Baby Spider. So let's see. So Baby Spider, the initial raiser, he's going to hit the best hand here. Jack 8, 7, 2 spades, flopping middle pair. Believe there was also Queen 10 in there? Yeah, the Queen 10 of Rigo's in there. So Rigo actually with a straight draw needs a 9 for a straight draw, but Baby Spider's going to continue on, and Rock with the Ace King's going to have to fold. So Rigo calling with the gut shot. A 10 or a queen's good for him as well. And he hits the queen. It is a spade though. This is going to slow down the action. Check, check. River coming, a 3. I think Rigo's going to check call here. Let's see what he does. Rigo checks. Baby Spider checks behind. And Rigo will take down the pot. And Rigo is a small blind. So he's going to get the bonus. I believe it was an $80 bonus. I was wondering why the Queen 10 was in the hand, but he was in the small blind, so he does get the extra bonus that was on the button. Okay, so they're talking about bumping it up to 15, but I think they're going to keep it at 10. So seat 6, Vince Fan, was away from the hand, but before he left, he did put on the $10. And Rigo went in an extra $80. Oh, and they're going up to 15 now. This is real cool to see because a lot of these players had not heard about the small blind game. I don't know if it's the official name, but I've explained it a lot tonight, but let's just do it one more time for the people that are tuning in. Every time you're the button, you put, I was going to say $5, but it's up to $15 now. Every time you're the button, you put $15 now on, and the only player that can win that $15 is the small blind. If the small blind wins that hand, they will win the bonus. If not, then it goes to the next hand. The button will move to the left. The next player will put on the $5, $10, or $15, whatever they agree to. And then, once again, if the small blind wins the hand, he wins the bonus. So they started off with $5. They won it, and Rigo just went in the $10 on there, and now they're up to $15. So it really gives the small blind a big incentive to come into the hand, even though they're going to be in the worst position. Everybody with a queen here. Freddy flopping the nuts here. Freddy with the queen jack. Freddy betting and getting calls from 2 other queens. Club on the turn? No, it's a 6 on the turn. So Freddy still with the best possible hand. The other players are just drawn towards chops. Just under $300 in the pot. two spades on the board. Freddy's probably going to bet about 125. How about 225? This should be enough to take it down. If the 6 was a clubs, Chaos would probably continue, but it is not. No, Chaos makes the call here. Chaos going for the jack. Oh, he picked up the straight. Oh, that's the worst card he could hit. That's the worst card he could hit. I was wondering why he called, but he picked up another straight draw with the 6. An 8 makes him a straight, and that's exactly what comes. Chaos is going to lose a lot of money in this pot. The action is on Chaos. He bets 500. Freddy's going to at least raise it to 1,000, but will he raise all of it? So Freddy flopped the nuts, bet it all away, and now Chaos gets hits his straight on the river. He goes all in, and Chaos snap calls. Chaos thinks he has the best hand, but he does not. Wow. Freddy, your big winner. That's going to put him at over $3,000 for the night, $3,000 profit. So when Freddy bet the 225 on the turn, I thought the Chaos was going to fold, but I didn't realize that he picked up a straight draw with the 7. And that was actually the worst thing that could happen, as he does hit the 8. He put Freddy, I'm sure he put Freddy on 2 pair, maybe even a set. So he called hoping to hit the 8 or the jack. Turns out he wanted to hit the jack to split the pot. He hits the 8 instead and loses a big pot here. And Rigo just put on the 15. The small blind game just went up. So now Chaos, who just lost a big pot, is going to have to put another $15 on that button to continue on with the small blind game. I don't know if Chaos is going to top off. Yeah, so Chaos turning a double gut shot, and he hits it, but it is no good as Freddy takes that huge pot. Okay, so button moving. I don't think Chaos is adding. He's just going to keep what he has. So the small blind, there we go. They're just reminding him for the 15. Kind of a little awkward. He just lost a huge pot, and like, oh, don't forget about that extra 15, bro. So he does put the 15 on, and it'll be Freddy under the gun. So Freddy first to act here. Freddy, whose real name is Alfredo, but all his friends call him Freddy. He has a jack deuce into the muck. Baby Spider also mucking all the way around to Rigo. Rigo with the king 10 of clubs, going to be coming in for a raise, $40 raise. A little on the big side, I think, but he gets a call from 5 high. Gabriel, who has a shot at that bonus, does fold. And Rolando will make the call with the 10-8 offsuit. So Rigo in the lead right now will win the spot almost half the time. It is 3 ways to the flop. Queen, 5, deuce, 2 clubs. Chaos now in the lead with the 5-4, but Rigo will c-bet to 60. So Chaos with bottom pair. I think he's going to see another card, and he does just that. Rolando doesn't have much of anything, will fold. So graphics just catching up, but I'm pretty sure Rolando folded and the turn's already out. So it turns out it is a deuce, and Rigo is going to continue. Rigo with just king high here. Chaos. Wow, Rigo's going to hit. Chaos making the call with the pair. Now that Rigo hit his hand, is he going to slow down since the flush got there? Or is he going to fire again? And Rigo finally, Rigo does fire again to 175, and Chaos finally folds. Chaos called on the turn, putting Rigo on a flush draw. The flush got there, so that's what got him to fold. And it turns out that that the king of spades made Rigo his pair, not the flush draw. So now the button's up to 45, I believe. As we got just a slight little hiccup here. Baby Spider under the gun. Going to be putting up a straddle of 15, which will put the action on seat 4, rock. (9-5) offsuit into the muck. Justin Jack 4 also into the muck. Vince Fan making it 30 with the A6 offsuit. Rigo, pocket threes, the crabs, calling the 30. Chaos, queen 8 offsuit. Losing that big pot earlier to Freddy, wanting to get back in the action. Gabe, 5 deuce. Rolando 5-4, and Freddy folding his big blind. Baby Spider with the 10s is going to be raising here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 150 in the pot. He's going to make it at least 150. He's out of position. He's going to make it at least 150. Survey says 165. So this should clear everybody out. So Baby Spider really sizing up, but he's sizing up for 2 reasons. One, there's a lot of callers. There was 5 callers. So he's sizing up because he has to get by at least one of those callers. Because if that first caller sometimes calls, it brings everybody else in. But he sized up for that reason. Plus, if he gets a call, he's going to be playing out of position. So he kind of want to take on this pot pre-flop, which is why he's on the larger side. He doesn't want to play it out of position. Plus, there was already $150 in the pot. So he's betting 165 to win 150. And this is gonna work. Rolando. Did Rolando make the call? Well, Rolando's in the small blind, so he has that extra $45 he can win from the button game. Oh, and he flops open-ended. Since the king's on there, I don't think Baby Spider's going to go too crazy. He's definitely going to c-bet here, but Rolando's going to call the c-bet. So 455 in the pot, probably going to be betting about 200 or so. Might have gone check. So anything a 2 through a 7 will be good for Rolando. And he hits the straight right on the turn. And he bets. So Baby Spider is not going to like the king. He's only calling. And Rolando's going to bet again. And I think Baby Spider's going to fold. So Baby Spider not liking the king. Rolando betting 200. No, Baby Spider's not snap called. And he's not going to like it. So you see that small blind game coming into effect there. As the money that's on the button there. You see the button on seat 9. There was an extra 45 out there. Rolando going after that 45 bonus, and he's going to get it. And then we will start over. Now, I don't know.
20 now.
Yeah, they are increasing it to 20. So, essentially...
15, higher than 15. No, we did a 5 and then a 10, and then a 10. Now we're on 15. There's 10 ones. No, I think we did do 10 twice, right? Yeah, we did twice. Because I was like, oh, that's only 70. It was already like 70 over here. I didn't see a black chip ever ran.
All right. Looks like they're going to keep it at 15, the bonus there. Justin with just the limp or the min raise, or it looks like he just min raised it with the ace jack. Not going to clear anybody out. Freddy out of the small blind. He's the only one eligible for this hand for that bonus. Baby Spider with the 8-5. Thought he might. I thought he might call the min raise, considering he slows in the action. But he lost last hand, so he's not feeling good right now. As a matter of fact, you can kind of just see it in his eyes there. Got the 10s cracked by 4-5 offsuit. Ace high flop. Justin with the lead, 2 spades. Straight draws, flush draws out there. Freddy checks. Justin going to be betting 30. Yes, he bets 30 into the $55 pot. And I think this is going to do it. Nobody hitting anything, and that'll do it. Sometimes you have boring hands, and a bit of a boring hand there. I mean, it was just pretty much everything by the book. Had the ace-jack, raised the ace-jack, picked the callers, flopped an ace-bet, everybody folded. Sometimes that happens. I know it's not as fun when, like, players go all in or players bluff. Not as fun, but a lot of times when you're sitting at a poker table, I mean, you're sitting at a poker table for hours, you're going to have a lot of those quote-unquote boring hands or non-action hands, shall I say. So the straddle up to 30. So the straddle up to 30. And the action will be on Justin here. Won last hand. And he has another ace, this time an ace deuce. Think he's going to put this in the muck. And does. Action will go around to chaos. Chaos with the limp. Gabriel with the limp. So Chaos with the ace deuce of diamonds. Gabe also with diamonds. Rolando also making the call with the king 4 offsuit. Freddy, king 7 of diamonds. Baby Spider, small blind coming along. He has a chance to win that extra 30 bucks on the button. 10, 8, deuce, 2 spades. 9-7 a spider flopping open-ended. He just might lead right out here, and I think he is. He's going to bet pot. He's going to bet 30. No, he bets 35. So spider flopping open-ended plus the backdoor flush draw. Rock coming along with just the ace high. It looks like nobody's ready to quite give up on their hands yet. The ace deuce of chaos, he's not ready to give up. Oh, chaos flopping bottom pair. There you go. Turn a 10 of hearts. I think that's going to slow down the action. Chaos making the bet. Looks like 70. Now Rock picking up the flush draw. Rock will make the call. So Rock drawn towards a 7 or an ace. And he will hit the heart. Rock going runner hearts. As let's see if he makes a bet. Yes, he's betting. And I don't think Chaos can call. No, Chaos makes the fold.
Yeah, there are several hands that are crossed out already. Hands that have been hit.
All right, looks like we got a little more action in the chat.
The payouts go up as one roll is eliminated. Right now they're at 200.
Yeah.
The more people you recruit to play, the more money you make.
Oh,
Isn't that how you progressive works? Pyramid schemes. You get all 4 flushes.
Looks like we got some straddles here. Rolando with the 5-3 of hearts. Has the highest VPIP. This is one of the reasons why. This is a straddle. Baby Spider with the kings. Making it at least 100. They're making it 150. He sized it up pretty big last time with the 10s, and he still got a call from 5 high. So he's sizing it up even more this time. He will get the call from Gabe. And Rolando, who called him last time with 5 high and beat him, calls him again with 5 high. So ace-10 versus kings versus 5-3 of hearts. And Rolando flopping a pair. Gabe flopping a gut shot. And Baby Spider flopping the over pair. I think it's going to go check to Spider, and he's going to bet. Let's see what happens. There's 500 in the pot. Baby Spider probably make it around 200. Makes it 300. There are 2 diamonds on the board, but Baby Spider does have the king of diamonds. Gabe with the gut shot. He has 1,000 behind, so he's going to peel here. Try to hit a king. And Rolando, I thought Rolando would call. So a king would be very ugly here because it'll give Baby Spider a set. Oh, and he hits the ace. That was another out. It's the ace of diamonds, though, so Baby Spider has a straight draw and a flush draw, but he's going to need some help. $1,000 in the pot, and Gabe now leading out, hitting the ace for 300. Baby Spider's going to be calling this bet. He's not going to be liking it, but he's going to be calling. Yes, indeed, he does. So Baby Spider, king 10 or diamond. And there's the jack. Gabe might just check the river here to take his showdown value. $1,700 in the pot. He only has $400 left. So he's either going to check or put it all in. And it looks like he's checking. And Baby Spider, will he put them all in? And he does check behind. So Gabe with the win. So a rough 2-hand stretch there from Baby Spider as he had the 10s. They got cracked by 4 or 5 offsuit. And now he has the kings that get cracked by ace-10 offsuit. So Ruben Leal, shout out to Freddy. Freddy the big winner tonight. There you go. Shout out, Freddy. Ace King of Diamonds for Chaos. No. Ace King for Gabe, excuse me. I think Gabe's just going to call. No. Putting up some raisin chips. Announcing a raise here. Looks like 60. 80. So nice size raise from the Ace King. You can see all those $5 chips on the button. That is the small blind game. Finn's fan does call. Does not want to see an ace. So Ace King versus Ace Jack. Finn's fan in trouble. 7-5-3, 2 hearts. Gabe also with the ace of hearts. Probably c-bet here to like 100. And that's exactly what he does. He bets 100 and he gets the fold. Finn's fan not going to like it.
But he actually got lucky since he did not hit the ace.
So ace king, 3-bet ace king, no? I'm not sure if it was the hand that just took place. But ace king normally is a good hand to 3-bet with. The poker robot.
That's a good noise. That's a bad beat. Somebody lost $100 to 132.
So it looks like the button game is up to over $50 now. The small blind game, excuse me. So that was a double straddle last time, which is why Gabe came in for the raise. Gabe now limps with the 10 suited. Maybe Spider's going to be putting in a raise here to probably about 60. It's on, is it 60? Yeah, but it puts it into 60. 9-8 suited for Justin. I don't think he can call. Makes the fold. Fins fan, 7-5. That'll find the muck. Rigo in the big blind. No, Fins fan going after the extra money. You see those green chips on the button? He's the only player in this hand that can win it. It's a small blind game. Every time the button moves, $15 gets added until the small blind wins. So Fins fan calling with 7-5 offsuit. The worst part is his cards aren't live as Chaos calls with the 8-7. So if a 7 comes, Fins fan's going to be out kicked. Yeah, there's already 75 on that dealer button. So Fins fan, this is why he's calling with 7-5. Jack 8-8. Chaos hidden trip 8s. Baby Spider with top pair. So Baby Spider is going to be c-betting here. He should have the best hand here 90% of the time, the way this hand was played. But 10% of the time, somebody's going to have you beat, and that's one of these 10%. Baby Spider, I think, is going to down bet, maybe $80. Doesn't have to bet too big. All right, let's see what he bet. All right, Baby Spider down bet to 60, and Chaos check raising him. Baby Spider made it 60 with the c-bet, and he's going to call the check raise. He doesn't think a player who has an 8 would be check raising him here. So Queen 10 Jack, the ace might save Baby Spider some money as Chaos goes all in, and this ace might save Baby Spider some money. Let's see if he's able to piece it together. As Chaos going all in for $600, basically a pot-sized bet on the turn. And looks like Baby Spider makes the fold. Yeah, he made the fold. So he was able to piece it together. Chaos showing him the 8. So the wide, apparently one of the cameras has a little shake in it, according to her comments. I'm not sure which camera that is, but we will definitely look at it. Thank you for the comment. All right, action will be on Rolando. Queen 3 gets rid of it. Freddy, the big winner tonight so far. Baby Spider has had a rough go of it tonight. Been getting unlucky. He does come in for the raise with 9-8. Ace-6 of hearts of rock makes the call. You can see Rigo calling the raise in the small blind with 8-4 offsuit. That is not a good hand. I think everybody knows that's not a good hand, but the reason why he's doing it is I want to say there's like $90 on that button right now, and he's the only one eligible for it. Even Gabe coming along with the 10-4. Seven high flop, 2 spades. Rigo checking. Nobody making a pair here. And it will go check around. Jack coming on the turn. And still nobody with a pair. It looks like Gabe is going to bluff at this. This bluff should get the job done. Gabe betting 85 into the pot. Nobody has anything. So this should get the job done. And does. It's a nice bet with Gabe there. Part-time resident of the Rio Grande Valley, part-time resident of Austin. And you can see the chips stacking up on the button so far, as I believe it's up to like $90 now. And that $90 is only eligible to the small blind. So Chaos has that bonus weight. He's put in another green chip on there, so it's up to 105, I think. So sometimes you see the stand-up game, sometimes you see the 7-deuce game. This is called the small blind game. Action will be under the gun on Rolando, who has the highest VPIP tonight. Rolando ace-8 has the highest VPIP. He's going to be calling. Freddy, the big winner tonight so far. King 4 offsuit. That's in the muck. Baby Spider, Jack 3 offsuit in the muck. Rock just going to be calling. Let's see what he has. 7-6 suited and connected. Chaos is definitely going to be calling. No, Chaos is going to be raising. Chaos with Jack 7 of diamonds will be raising. He does have that extra $105 that he's going after. Let's see if anybody calls him. Rolando making the call. So Rolando ahead right now. Rock will put it in the muck. And Chaos is going to bet the flop no matter what comes. He wants to take down that extra $105 on the side. Oh, he flops a flush. Flops a flush. So now he's going to check. Let's see. Let's see what he does. I was trying to predict what he would do, and immediately I was wrong. No, he does bet. Okay. I think he was going to bet anything that came up on the board, but now that that came up on the board, he doesn't want to, basically, he didn't want to mess around. He just wanted that extra 105 bonus that was on the button, which is why he bet the flop. So he will take down that bonus and now put on the 15. So small blind game, bringing some big action tonight here at Texas Card House, Rio Grande Valley.
It's been a while, hasn't it? I forgot. Yeah. Alex is sitting out there. You're like running like God over there. Oh, you! Your VPIP is going to be over 80. I know it's not you being a crazy player.
Sometimes you do. Sometimes.
Watch this stick out. Yeah. Oh, I look.
Sometimes you just same.
Bang, bang. I don't know, man. I saw you call 400 on a river with ace high just a minute ago. I just think win. So that might be the most insane. That's pretty crazy.
What's straight open there?
He was open-ended.
What's open
Oh, I
there?
thought there was a heavy bang in the river, too. They've been all there in turn.
I think I saw that shake that one of the comments was talking about the camera that's pointing towards seats 1 and 2 there. Chaos with the 9-7 flopping trips. He's probably going to bet this because there's a straight draw and a flush draw. So I think he's going to play his plus. It's 5 ways to the flop. So he's got a lot of reason to bet this, and he does put out 75, excuse me. Baby Spider, I was going to say Baby Spider might call him, but he's not. And I think everybody's going to fold here. Nobody really has anything to call him with.
2, 3, 4, 5.
So Chaos taking down that pot. And I think they're letting him know that he pulled the 15 off by accident. Yeah. So he pulled the 15 off by accident. And now Gabe will add 15 to that.
It started on you then. She's 15.
Should be only 15.
Yeah.
30 now.
Yeah, so he took the 15 off by accident and put an extra 15 on, but now it's straight. Now it's straight. The green chip just needs to be on the bottom. Big chips on the bottom always. All right, Baby Spider under the gun. Think he's going to come in for a raise here. I don't think he's going to get tricky with it. Comes in for a raise. Is that 25 or 30? He's going to bet 30. Justin with the ace-4 of hearts will make the call. Chaos. Action on him. Queen 10. Won the last 2 hands. So he feels like he's on a heater. Rolando, highest VPIP. Not good enough. The Queen 6. And Freddy will close off the action. Let's see what hand Freddy has. 9-6. Offsuit. King, Queen, 5, 2 spades. Baby Spider with the King of Spades. Excuse me, the Ace of Spades. He should be c-betting this, but kind of on the small side, I would imagine. Maybe 60 at the most. 75. It is 4 ways, so he does size up. 75. The Queen 10 of Chaos flopping a pair. I don't see him fold into 1 bet, and he does not. He makes the call. Freddy folds, so we will go heads up to a flop. Ace King versus Queen 10. This will be a 4. Baby Spider's going to continue on here. He will check. Chaos betting 125. So Baby Spider making the call. Might raise here. Making the call for sure. He has the Ace of Spades, so that makes him feel a little better. Really doesn't put his opponent on a better hand than Ace King here. Yes, yes indeed, he does raise. So I thought he would lead the turn, but he definitely had a plan for the turn, and now we see it. It was the check raise. Check the turn, and Chaos bets 125, and now Baby Spider makes it 425 to go, makes it 300 more. Gets a call from Chaos. Might put him on Jack 10 or something at this point. 7. So Baby Spider, how much is he going to bet? Over $1,100 in the pot. Baby Spider has basically a pot-sized bet left, and he's just going to put it all in. And that's gonna get it done. It's real important. He actually did a real good job with that check raise on the turn to essentially make his river bet a pot-sized bet. So he built that pot real nice there, as he knew exactly how much he had in his stack and knew how much to make it, as we will have a dealer change here. Don't see many comments in the chat, but keep in mind, we do have the YouTube chat. Oh, here's a nice comment. Thank you, River Rat. All right, dealer change. Looks like we're going back to Alex. Yep. And now there's $60 on the button there. And now we have some. Is it a triple straddle? Oh, they're trying to convince. Oh, he did 80. We have a quadruple straddle here. $80 straddle here. Wow. So a 2-5 game. Straddle under the gun to 10. Re-straddle to 20. Re-re to 40. And the quadruple straddle to 80. Rolando with an ace here. That's going to be the best hand most of the time, considering that half of these players haven't seen their cards. He's just going to put in the call. Kind of a weird, awkward size. Baby Spider here with the queens. This is a great spot for him. He's going to raise it big. Baby Spider going to 300. Baby Spider going to 300 here. He's raising it because there's 8. Oh, Rigo with ace king. I think Rigo has to go all in here. There it is. It's the all in. So Baby Spider loving the queens, but Rigo picking up ace king. So we're going to have a flip here, although Baby Spider's going to be favored. I mean, normally the pair against ace king is favored, but we see that there's some aces and kings that have been folded. Rolando's actually thinking about this. Rolando likes to see flops. So you can see everybody's stack sizes. Now he's going to make the fold. Spider will make the call. And we got ourselves a flip, but you can see it's 57 to 43 as a couple of aces have been folded. So it looks like they're going twice. So very good chance that this will be a chop pot. So only 3 outs for Rigo. Oh, wow, he hits one of them on the turn. So always good to win the first one. And this is probably going to be a chop. Like I said, they ran it twice. Does he have a club? Oh, the ace has a club. Wow. He doesn't hit the club, but he could have scooped that. This is going to be a chop pot as both players picking up big hands. So Rigo with the, what is it, triple straddle or quadruple straddle? So it went from 5. So the first straddle was 10. The second straddle was 20. The third straddle was 40. The fifth straddle. So yes, the quadruple straddle. Rigo straddles $80 blind out of his $1,400 stack and has ace king. Baby Spider in the big blind had pocket queen, sized it up to 300. Rigo went all in, ran it twice, chopping it up. So now nobody's gonna straddle. We go from 4 straddles to no straddles. Yeah, it looks to be the case. I guess the players saw how things can get out of hand quickly as 2 players were all in with the quadruple straddle. They're like, let's just, no, wait. Yeah, I think we are doing a double straddle. Yeah, so it is 20 to go, so. So about halfway done with tonight's stream here at the Texas Card House, Rio Grande Valley, as Baby Spider gonna put in the raise. He does have a good hand, but he also has about $60 on that button he's going after. Gabe might call him with the 10-8 of clubs. Gabe did call the $20 straddle. Now Gabe will have position, so I think Gabe is going to call him with the position. Let's see. 60 more for Gabe, and he puts the 60 in. So 60-40, 61% of the time, Baby Spider wins his hand. King Queen versus 10, 8 of clubs to the flop we go. And Gabe outflops him, hitting the 10. Baby Spider does have the gut shot, and I think he's just going to c-bet here, representing the ace. Just under $200 on the pot. Baby Spider figuring out what to do. Like I said, I think he's going to bet, and he does just that. A little on the small side, 60, but he figures if somebody has the ace, they're going to call him either way. So let's bet the 60 and see what happens on the turn. He does have backdoor diamonds as well. Hitting the king, so now he's taking the lead. So now that he has the lead, what will he do? As we have over $300 on the pot, it's going to go check. I think Gabe is going to check behind. No, Gabe bets here. Gabe bet at 125, is that right? 150. So Baby Spider will call. He does have a pair and a straight draw. So he does call. What's going to happen on the river here? 4 of clubs. Let's see if Baby Spider is going to pot control. He does. Baby Spider checking with the pot control. And Gabe's going to have to bet big here if he wants to get this through. He's going to have to bet probably at least 500. No, he's just going to take his showdown value, but it's not going to be good enough. So Gabe couldn't pull the trigger, but if he was going to, it was going to have to be for a big amount, as the diamonds did miss. Almost up to 100 live views here at 96. So right now going on at this moment here at the Texas Card House, Rio Grande Valley, we have our $20 20K started stack, 20-minute blind levels, Fun Friday tournament. It's a $2,000 prize pool. It started at 6. Last time I checked, we had about 3 tables for it. And we're doing it again on Sunday at 2. We do start earlier on the weekends. We have a deep stack tomorrow that starts at 2. And then we have the $20 tournament back Sunday at 2. We have a double straddle here. Rolando making the call for 40. Freddy with the ace-3 of spades. Baby Spider might put in a raise here. I think it's a $40 straddle. No, he's just going to make the call. He was definitely going to play the hand since he is on the button, but it does look like we have a double straddle. Or a triple straddle. 10, 20, 40. Rigo with the pocket pair. I like a bet here. He does announce raise. There's a black chip. I think it's on the small side here. You have 1, 2, 3. You have about 4 people that have already called the 40. That's 160, and Rigo just makes it 135. So Rigo with the right idea, raising the 9s out of the straddle, but just with the wrong size in here. And of course, right as I say this, everybody's going to call and he's going to flop like quads or something, or flop a set, and somebody else is going to flop a flush draw, and they're just going to get all the money in. Let's see. I think Vince Fan is going to call. He does have a suited ace. He is closing the action. He's getting a real good price. So ace-6 versus ace-4 versus queen-jack. So a lot of cards that Rigo has to avoid. But like I said, I think he's going to hit the 9. Nope. It is queen, 8, 5, 2 clubs. Chaos hitting the queen. And this is why I said his size was a little too small, because he was just going to pick up too many callers. So Chaos definitely making the call, might even raise. He is assembling some chips. Looks like he's going to be raising. It's a 125 bet. No, he says all in. He says all in here. All in for $700. And there's about 700 in the pot. So nice bet by Chaos here. And Rigo's just going to have to fold unless if he specifically puts him on a flush draw. But I think it's just too much for him to call. And Rigo is not liking it. There's one overcard to his 9s, but Chaos has it.
That was even like a jump both ends.
Like I'm saying, I think his sizing was just a little too small pre-flop, just since there was so many callers. So the sizing was just a little on the small side, and now he's thinking about calling. He does have some backdoor straight draws, I guess. Not loving it. You can see the anguish on his face. He finally folds. It's the right fold. Yeah, so Chaos with the win there. Nice little $600 profit for him. VPIP, Rolando still leading the way as he's at 60%. Chaos also getting involved in a lot of pots. He's at 60% too. Vince Van's at 50%. And the lowest player is Justin, but he's in at over 20%, 23%. So that's still a decent VPIP. As long as you're at 20%, that's decent. And all these players over that 20% mark. It is going to put the action. It's going to put the action on Chaos now. Still stacking the chips. Gabe with the 5-3 offsuit. Calling. Rolando. Folded. Baby Spider. 9-8 offsuit. Going to put in the raise. Justin with the 7s. Going set minded. Nine-8 of clubs for Vince Van. So Baby Spider in bad shape here, but he does have position. So he's going to be able to bluff it. All diamonds. Justin flopping a straight flush draw. Flops an overcard and a straight flush draw. So huge flop for him. Baby Spider also has a straight flush draw, but the 7 is in Justin's hand. Is Justin just going to call? No, it looks like a black chip. He's raising. So Justin with the raise flops an overpair with the straight flush draw. Maybe Spider might just call here, and he does because he thinks he has a flush draw as well. Is Justin going to continue on here with the check raise? I think you kind of have to. No, the ace makes him slam the brakes. Let's see if Baby Spider bets. He does not. River, the deuce. Any 3 makes a straight. So will Baby Spider be able to take the pot away from Justin? Justin might put out a blocker bet, and that's what he does. Justin with the blocker bet. 175, and I think that's going to get the job done. I don't think Spider can call. Well, for sure Spider can't call. He can raise, but he cannot call. And I think Baby Spider does just that. He puts it. Baby Spider's going all in here. Well, yes, he's putting Justin all in. What a play by Baby Spider. He knows he couldn't win with the 9 high. He missed the straight flush draw, even though it was never coming because Justin had the 7 in his hand. So this is putting Justin in a very, very tough spot here. Any 3 makes a straight. And Baby Spider feels Justin does not have the 3. He is correct. Justin does not have the 3. So Baby Spider flashing the 8 of diamonds. But it was a bluff getting through. You can see the smile on his face now. Earlier when he got his 10s cracked and his kings cracked, that was not a smile. That was a frown. But nothing like scooping a pot to put a smile on your face. Justin's going to look back at that hand and not like what he sees. Sometimes you got to fold the best hand in poker. Action will be on Chaos, seat 8. Jack 10 offsuit. I think normally he would play that hand, but it looks like he just got his dinner. So he's going to take a bite of that. Gabe raising with the 6s. I like it. Freddy with the ace-7 coming along. Freddy somehow has 2 overs here. And now it'll be folded around to Rigo. I think he's going to fold. Nope, he's going to defend his big blind. He's getting... he is closing the action, so he knows nobody else can raise behind him. 3 players to the flop. 6 in front right now. But Freddy flopping a straight draw and a flush draw. His straight draw is not going to be good because Gabe has the 6s. So for the second straight flop, we see somebody with a small pocket pair flop an overpair to the board. Last hand, Justin flopping an overpair with his 7s to the board. And this time, Gabe. So Rigo with the same straight draw as Gabe. Gabe in the lead right now, but he has a lot to dodge. And that is not a card that's going to help him. So now Freddy takes the lead, but Rigo's going to lead. So Rigo called with a gut shot, and now he has an open-ended. Gabe has the same open-ended, and he's coming along. And Freddy has top pair. He's not going anywhere. Should be an interesting river. An 8 of diamonds? 8 of diamonds? 8 of diamonds for the stream. 8 of diamonds for the stream. No. So Freddy will hit trips. And if anybody bluffs at this pot, they are going to get called. The only one I can see bluffing is Rigo because he has nothing, but he's given up. Gabe has showdown value, so I think he will check with his showdown value. Now Gabe's going to... No, Gabe does check, okay. And Freddy does take the win. So Gabe did think about it, and it's a good thing that he checked because Freddy was going to call him. And the rich get richer. So Freddy picking up that $1,000 pot. And this is this the VPIP? We're back to the, yes, we're back to the VPIP. So Rolando has kind of calmed down a little bit. He was up at 70-80% earlier, but he's at 50% along with Chaos. Finn's fan voluntarily putting money in the pot half the time. Gabriel just under half. And then down on the bottom, both Rock and Justin at 24%. Action will be on seat 9, Gabriel. Had the 6s last hand. Let's see what he has this hand. He has a blackjack hand, a double down hand. He will put that in the muck. Rolando, Queen 8 offsuit. Likes to see flops. Yes, indeed. Freddy, Queen 9 in the muck. Baby Spider, 7-6. Pocket 7s for Rock just calling, and Justin will raise it here, but it is on the small side. Oh, little trickeration coming here from Finn's fan. The little min click. Justin made it 25. Immediately gets re-raised by Finn's fan to 50. But the small blind of Rigo is coming in. And I think they might think he might be calling him light because of the small blind game, that extra money. Rock's calling here. He's calling, yeah. But he actually has a hand. So 3 aces. Ace King versus Ace 10 versus Ace Jack. And the 7s out in front right now. So flop coming 8 high, 7 still in the lead. Let's see if Rock makes a bet, and he is. So 215 in the pot. It's a small bet. That's Finn's fan is going to call. It's only 65. And Rigo with that extra incentive, the extra $60 just on the button there, He's probably going to come along as he has some backdoor draws, backdoor straight draws, backdoor flush draws. To a turn we go. I would like to see a diamond. Maybe king of diamonds? It's the ace. And Rigo thinks he just got lucky when in fact he got very unlucky. So Rigo does check. So I think he's going to save money as long as he doesn't check raise. Wow, Rigo's saving some money here. I think the rock might have to fold, but he is getting a good price. All right, put the 7 on there now. Let's go 7. It is a 10. So is Rigo going to bet or check? Rigo checks. I think Finn's fan should bet big here. Make it look like a bluff. He should bet at least 300. Probably closer to 500. Oh, Finn's fan just has $432 $7 in his stack. So Finn's fan should just put all those chips in there. Finn's fan only bet at 150. He's going to get a call by Rigo. So Finn's fan didn't think Rigo would call the all-in, so he goes with a smaller size in. And yes, indeed, he does get a call. Credit to Rigo as he just called. He could have lost a lot more in that pot. The ace-10 actually got there of Justin. Justin also had an ace, but he folded on the flop. So kind of crazy that the worst ace would have won if it would have gone to showdown. So Finn's fan picking up that pot. That'll put his stack to over 1,000. And now there's 75. The small blind game. There's 75 that is only eligible for the small blind. Under the gun of Rolando. Queen Jack offsuit. He's calling. Freddy 8-7. He's also calling. Chaos is going to go after that 75. He did it last time, and I think he's going to do it again. King 8 offsuit. He's going after that 75 that's on the button. And he bet 75. This might work. Nobody really has a hand. Rolando's the only one who can call him. And looks like Rolando's going to do just that. Hey, got over 100 viewers. Thank you, guys. 101. And of course, right as I say that, we get like a little lag on the stream. There we go. Clear it up. Did the Jack 9 also call? So they don't want to give. Oh, the Jack 9 flops a flush draw. Yeah, so Justin is not going to let Chaos have this. Justin has 600 behind. Chaos has both of them covered. Chaos is going to slow down here. Rolando going to take a stab at it, it looks like, with his queen high. And Justin might raise here. Justin's calling for sure with the flush draw. Looks like 150. He might raise. No, he's just going to call. Chaos looks like he's going to give up on this spot. Queen of hearts. Four, so that's not going to help anybody. We'll see if Rolando takes another stab at it. If Rolando checks, I like Justin to go all in, but Rolando's not checking. Rolando with the bet. Let's see how much it is. Of 200. Justin's going to call, but he just has 300 behind now. So going to be a very weird spot on the river if he misses. And he got there. So Rolando is going to lose any money he puts in this pot. Is he voluntarily going to put money in this pot, or is he going to check? No, he's going to put Justin all in, it looks like. Okay, Rolando with a bet of 225. Justin going all in for another $114. And Rolando making the call, kind of feeling priced in. So Justin with the double up. I don't think that's going to get him unstuck, but it's going to get him a lot closer to Profitville, as the dealer is just verifying the chips. So tomorrow here at Texas Card House, RGV, we do have the deep stack every Saturday in the month of May. $5,000 guaranteed, $200 buy-in. It does start at 2 p.m. 50K starting stack, 30-minute levels tomorrow here at the Texas Card House, Rio Grande Valley. And then on Sunday, we run it back. The same tournament we're doing tonight. We run it back Sunday at 2, the $20 tournament. So $20, 20K starting stack, 20-minute levels. And now I think we got our first button straddle of the night. No, Freddy's gonna straddle under the gun, and Davey Spider needs to put 20 out there. It just looks like he has 30. So let me just get that verified. $20 restraddle has been announced. The action will be on rock in seat 4. Chaos pocket threes. Gabriel had a shot at that money, didn't take it. Which means next hand Rolando will have a shot at probably close to $100. As that as the small blind game, it's building up quickly. So nobody with anything, and the flop will be King, Jack, 8, 2 spades, and Rolando flopping the best hand with the 8 flopping bottom pair. Chaos has a pair. Everybody check to him, and I think he's going to take a stab at it. No, he does check. So good check by Chaos there, as he would have got called. Now the ace. I think it might go check around again. Oh, Freddy stabbing here. This is going to work. Freddy has a straight draw with the 10, but nobody can really call him because nobody really has anything. Rolando still with bottom pair. I think he's going to give it up, and he does. So Freddy, sensing weakness, he was right. It's so great when it works out like that. Sometimes it doesn't work out. Sometimes you sense weakness, and then you get check raise, and you don't look good. So I think it's up to 105. The button bonus, essentially. It is a small blind game. The small blind wins the pot. They win the bonus. So straddle under the gun. Baby Spider put it on the 10. The action will be on rock. Calls with the queen deuce of clubs. Vince Fan also coming along with the king 10 offsuit. Gabriel calls, and Rolando just calling, and Freddy with the hand. Freddy with the ace king. He's going to make it 60. Baby Spider, this is the second time that he picks up a big hand against ace king. He's just calling, though. That's going to bring along Vince Fan. Pretty sure Gabriel's going to call with the suited 10 and does just that. Rolando does not want to hit an ace. So the Jack's in really good shape right now, considering it is a 5-way pot. 7 deuce deuce, as Rolando flops a pair and he just goes all in. He only had $81 left. Freddy not ready to give up with his ace king. is going to call, which will cause Baby Spider to put in a raise here. Baby Spider with the 2 jacks. How much is he going to raise it? So Rolando going all in for 135. Baby Spider, there's the raise. Looks like another 200 on top. Baby Spider put in the raise for 435, so 300 on top. And now Freddy will be done with the ace king. And you know what's going to happen, right? You know what's going to happen, folks. An ace or a king's going to come. A king's going to come. There's too many aces, I think. All right. Sevens or spades. Spades are also good. There's a spade, so Rolando picking up the flush draw, and Rolando missing. The jacks will take down the hand. So the $700 pot. The $700 pot will go towards Baby Spider, as Rolando will have to rebuy. So thank you for joining us tonight. If you're watching from home or at work or wherever you may be watching, and you do us a favor, make sure you hit that like button. Really helps out the channel, really helps with the stream here. Like button, and of course the subscribe button as well. As Rolando, I don't think has rebought yet. Let's see, is he getting cards? No. So Rolando not in on the hand, so it is a dead button. The small blind, Freddy, still eligible for that $105 that is on the button. Small blind game in effect. Little twist for tonight. So Chaos with the ace-6. I think he's going to call. Let's see what happens here. No, he folds. That puts the action on Gabe, King 9 and King 9. Gabe actually comes in for a raise here. Freddy, who has that extra $105 to go after, makes the call. And Baby Spider also coming into the pot. So an ace, a king, and a queen. 3 ways, and it'll be 4-4 deuce. Freddy with the lead, and Freddy will take a stab at it here. Baby Spider might feel like this bet is suspicious, but he doesn't have a hand he can do anything with it. And we'll see if Gabe kills one. Gabe might not give up on this right away here. No, he folds, and Freddy is going to pick up that extra $120 that's on that button. So the small blind winning, Freddy will also scoop that 120 that's on the button. And Rolando did rebuy, but he does owe 15 to the button. So he'll pay the 15, and Freddy will leave 15 on there as they will start a small blind game again. No, he actually needs to scoop that. Yeah, I think. Did he already take the chips and put the 15? I hope he took the chips, because he was in the small blind there. He was eligible for that.
Hey, I should win that.
Yeah.
I should have won that.
He finally figured out he should have won that, and he's going to take the chips. Yeah. There you go. I was about to say.
It's nice of you to bring it up now before he ships it.
There you go. So Freddy didn't realize that that he actually won the small blind. So that makes this move even better, to be honest with you. He had the ace high, it came 4-4 deuce, and he went and took a stab at the pot, and everybody folded. I thought he was betting for the money, but now you just got a nice little bonus of 120.
No more threes. And then I walk home. And then he doesn't come after me with a baseball bat.
So 4 ways to the flop we go. King high, the King 3 of Freddy in the lead now. So Freddy is the big winner of the night, and one of the reasons why you win in poker is when you're catching flops or catching hands. And Freddy, as you can see, flopping top pair here. Rock is going to come along with his middle pair, the Jack 4. No, he's not. Okay. So that's Finn's fan. Finn's fan is going to call with the ace high or not. Let's see. So Finn's fan, yes indeed, calling. Gut shot for Dustin, for Chaos here, does make the call. Flop on the turn. The gut shot is hit. Chaos hitting his gut shot, we'll check it. And Freddy's gonna slow down. The queen. Chaos is gonna bet here. It's gonna be on the big side. Only 67 in the pot. He overbets. It looks like Freddy insta-called. So nice bet by Chaos here. Freddy thought he was bluffing. But the straight's gonna take it down. So that was an insta-call by Freddy with the king 3. He figured Chaos did not have the queen. He was right, but the queen did help his hand by making him the straight.
How many times can we miss a
So 2.5 hours into our stream, so still got an hour and a half to go. Would once again like to thank everybody who joined us. I know we have people across the state of Texas watching, across the United States, and across the world.
Yes, free throw. Come on.
All right, so action will be under the gun on Finn's fan. Ace-8 offsuit, I think that's going in the muck. Oh, he does the complete opposite. He raises with it. Gabe with the 4-3 of diamonds will make the call. Rolando with the 10-7 off, making the call. Freddy with the pocket threes. Spider makes the fold. Rock coming along with the king-jack offsuit, and the king-4 of spades of Justin will complete as we go 6 ways to a flop. Pocket threes out in front right now, but has a lot to dodge. Queen, 5, 6. Nobody with the queen. And Gabe flopping open-ended with 4-3.
That's a bullshit.
So somehow the pocket three's avoiding all the overcards. So Freddy gonna bet the spot, figures nobody has a queen. He's gonna get called by Gabe. Gabe has open-ended. It looks like Finn's fan isn't done with this hand just yet, getting a good price to call. He takes it. I think Rolando's gonna fold with the 10 high. He does. So open-ended. Finn's fan, his ace-8, that's still live. And the board pairs. So now the ace-8 picking up more outs. And it comes 6-6-6. So Freddy will get the win here as long as he doesn't fold and it checks around to him. He will show the threes, which will be good enough to win the $240 pot. So, Michael Miller watching from Wisconsin tonight. Thank you for joining us, Michael, from Wisconsin. I've actually been to Wisconsin. I have been to the Green Bay for a Packers game. Then afterwards, we went to the Oval Office. So $10 under the gun straddle. Actions on Chaos, but he's not at the table. He had an ace-7, so now Gabe.
Okay.
Rolando.
So, yeah,
4-3 of spades.
Easy to tell him what
Rock
we're
with the
doing.
7-5 of hearts. So a lot of people with suited connectors here. Jack 10. Finn's fan will complete. Oh, Rigo has a hand. He needs to make it at least 60, but I would still go larger. It's on the small side. It's not going to clear anybody out. So second time, Rigo raising there on the small side, but he might not be used to the game. Like, a lot of times this is a good
Does
raise,
he only get 1 or 2? I don't know basketball. Damn it.
but in this game it is not, especially with the stream. A lot of times on stream games, players like to see flops. And the 4-3 of Rolando is going to flop trips.
Jinx.
Gabe flopping a 6. Is Gabe going to get in trouble? That's the only question here. Rolando's just going to put in the smooth call,
Right here. Oh,
cutting out the 65. He has the trips. Rock with the straight draw might make the call. He has a gut shot. A 4 of hearts. A 4 of hearts will give him straight, so he might make the call. He's calculated, processing. Yeah, he's making the call here. Oh, if a 4 comes, I just realized Rolando gets a straight, so that's not going to be good. So he does not want to hit the 4. And Rigo, now with the ace-king, he's going to have to fold this hand. It's such a nice hand, but it is going in the mud. So 4 of hearts, 4 of hearts, 4 of hearts, it's a 5. So now Gabe is still going to continue on. It looks like a big bet here. He doesn't think anybody has a 3, but he is wrong. He bets 175, and Rolando's just going to jam it in the middle here. Gabriel might be getting the a good price to call here. He does have 2 outs. So both 6s are live for Gabe. Nobody has folded a 6, so that's the good news. The bad news is there's only a 5% chance he'll get one of those 2 remaining 6s. And Gabe, yes, Gabe does call. And a 3 on the river, so it'll be quads for Rolando. That does not qualify as a high hand for the poker pyramid because both hold cards must play. He does have quad 3s, but you can see the dealer pushing up the 6s. So he has quad 3s with a 6 kicker. If he would have had anything bigger than a 6, that would have qualified for a high hand. But in this case, it does not. Can't really tell how much is on that button. Now, keep in mind, it is not a button straddle. It is a small blind game they're playing. Every time a player is on the button, they have to add $15 to it. And the winner, the only player that can win that hand is the small blind. And that's why it builds up so fast, because there's only one player, and that player's in the worst position. Chaos, still not at the table. We'll get his cards mug. Gabe with the king 4. Rolando with 4-3. Just one last hand. Like since he flops, he's calling. Freddy, jack 6. So he should fold that. Baby Spider looks like he has some raisin chips and does just that. Makes it 35 with the 10-8 of hearts. Justin will call on the button. And that's going to bring along Finn's fan. I actually would have liked to see a 3-bet for Finn's fan here, considering there is that extra bonus on the button. So he's the small blind. I think a raise would have worked, but now he's going to go set minded. So now he has a chance to hit a set here and win a really big pot. And it'll be 7-6-6. If it's check to Spider, Baby Spider, he is betting, but Finn's fan's going to take the lead here and bet 100. Baby Spider might call here. Rolando with 4 high. He has a straight draw with a 5. Yeah, Baby Spider's gonna make the call here with his over cards and straight draw. 5. I was gonna say 5 of hearts. 5 of hearts is impossible. So looking for an 8, 9, 10, or even a 7. There's the 10. I think Vince Fan is gonna slow down. No, he's not. Is that another 100? No, it's only 75. So Baby Spider's calling for sure. Might even raise. No, just calls. River a queen. I think Vince Fan is finally going to slow down here. He finally slows down. Baby Spider, I think, is just going to take his showdown valley, or is he going to try to squeeze a little something out of Vince Fan? $500 in the pot. Baby Spider has showdown value with the 10, and he's going to try to squeeze 225. Wow, snap call from Vince Fan. A snap call from Vince Fan. So Baby Spider went for some thin value there, and it was a great bet. Vince Fan called so fast, I think Baby Spider thought that he might have lost the hand.
Should have been empty. You got a chance at 75. Yeah, I heard you say protect.
So it looks like now it is built up to 75. The small blind game in effect. So Rigo, the small blind this hand, is the only player that will have a chance to win that 75. If he does not win the pot, then he will be the button next and have to add $15 to it, and then the small blind will have a shot at it. So action will be on Gabe, seat 9, with the 9-6 of diamonds. Rolando with the 5-6. Ace Deuce Freddy puts it in the muck. Baby Spider mucking his cards. Rock. Let's see what he does here. Limping with the Jack 10. Limping is pimping. King Queen for Vince Fan. Raises on the button. I think he should have raised a little more just because of the number of limpers. There was 4 limpers in the pot, so would have liked to see probably about a $40 raise there. 9, 7, 3, 2 spades. As Gabe flops top pair, and Rolando with a double gutter, a 4 or an 8 makes him a straight. Gabe betting his top pair. Rolando with the double gutter is probably going to be making this call. Rock also with a gutter. So everybody calling the $50 bet. An 8 will make 2 players a straight. So the 4 coming. So Gabe is still in the lead here. No, I'm sorry. Rolando hitting the straight. He had a double gutter. He couldn't hit the 8. He thought the 8 was live, but Rock with the Jack 10 would have made a bigger straight, so he makes the straight with the 4. It's going to bet 200. And is Gabe calling? Gabe is calling, needing a 5 for a chop. Does not get there. Gabe checking. There's $700 in the pot. Rolando's going to bet. No, Gabe puts out a blocker bet. Gabe bet at 175. And Rolando immediately calls. I think Rolando might have been afraid of the 10-8 because the 10-8 did get there. So Gabe put in the blocker bet, and Rolando taking down the $1,000 pot. Oh, exactly 100 viewers so far. Still got over an hour to go on tonight's stream, folks, as we will be here till just past 10 o'clock. Texas Card House, Rio Grande Valley, Edinburg, Texas to be exact. Part of the Rio Grande Valley. 3 hours south of San Antonio, directly south. Leave San Antonio on I-37 like you're going to Corpus. Like you're going to Corpus Christi, and then you will take the 281 exit, Highway 281. Under the gun, King 3 for Rolando. He likes to see flops, and he just won last hand, so he's coming in with the king crab. Justin, queen jack, should be raising it, and does. It's on the small side, only 15. That's going to bring in Rigo with the ace 10. Okay, that makes sense. The reason why he made it 15 is both the small blind and big blind were not in their seats. So he figured he didn't have to size it up. He only had to get by Rolando. Rolando does make the call, as we have a 9 deuce deuce flop, and Rolando's going to lead out for a small amount, only 15. I don't think anybody's going to fold. And no, everybody calls. So the ace 10 of Rigo still in the lead. 9 deuce deuce, turn B and A. Ace for Rigo. Will it slow Rolando down? And no, it doesn't. So he's going to size it up here with the king 3. It's not going to work, as Rigo turn in the ace. Should make the call here. Verifying the amount, it is 60. Be interesting if Rolando fires again on the river here, as the pot is over $200 now. And it is a 6 of clubs. The only way he can win this pot is by bluffing at it, Rolando. Will he give up, or will he try again? He's going to bet 125. That's not going to work. Rigo should make this call. Rigo does have, yep. Rigo made the call, and he shows the king 3. Rolando get into E for effort. Rigo get in the $400 pot.
I think he'd be into it, right? I don't think he'd be missing. Get to leave and not participate. Yeah. Hey, Gabe, put it 15.
All right, went to showdown. Baby Spider the most going to showdown, followed by Rolando. But you can see Baby Spider the only one at over 50%. Rock in at the bottom. These numbers are normally small, just because normally somebody will bet on the flop and everybody will fold. Somebody will bet on the turn. Somebody will bet on the river. But if you get called on the river, if it goes to showdown, if there's more than 2 players in the hand, and it either goes check, check, or bet, call, then that is considered showdown. So that's normally on the small side. I'm actually surprised to see a number over 50%, and Baby Spider was over 50%. 6-4 of clubs for Rock. Just the limp. 6-4 of clubs, 6-4 of spades for Rigo. And he's going to raise it. So you can see how different players take different lines with their hands. They have the exact same hand. One of the players limped, one of the players raised. And Gabe, out of the small blind, has a shot at that bonus that's over $100 already. So he calls with the 9-5. And of course, Rolando likes his flops. He's in. Gabe is actually in the lead right now with the 9-5. And it'll come 7 deuce deuce. So Rolando taking flopping top pair with the 7-3. He's just going to lead right out. $80 into the $80 pot. And that's going to do it. Flash into 7. So let's see if I can figure out how much is on that button, but it is a nice amount.
Yeah, I think the only honest way to make money is poker. Really?
So under the gun straddle for Baby Spider, it'll be $10 to come in. Action will be on Rock. Has the hat on backwards. King Jack offsuit. He will make the call. Justin with the 7s going set mining. Ace 8 of clubs for Chaos. Oh, Gabriel calling out a turn. Chaos would just make the call. Gabriel calling with the worst. No, Gabriel with the raise. So I'm not sure if Chaos is going to back raise here because that might be his plan. He saw that Gabriel acted out a turn and raised it to 50. So he knows that that 50 has to stay in. Be interesting to see if Chaos back raises here. No, he just makes the call. So 5 ways to a flop, 265 in the middle. Jack, Jack, deuce, rock, flop, and trips. It's Justin might take a stab at this. No, he doesn't. It looks like it's going to check around. 7-6 of spades for Rolando. Now the ace comes, which should get Rock some action here. So 265 in, and he's going to bet 125. Chaos or Gabe is going to call him. He's going to get a call from one of these players, possibly both. So Chaos calling, and Gabe also calling. So shaping up real nice for Rock here. A jack would be a great card for him. Let's see. It's a 5 of spades, so he's going to bet again. If he bets on the small side, he might get called. Is that 250? It's 250, so Chaos folds right away, and Gabe also folds. So a nice pot for Rock there as he picks up the almost $900 pot. So here's the VPIP. Rolando still out in front with 65. Finn's fan at just over 50, as is Chaos, as is Gabe. So 3 players basically at 50%. Justin up to 30%. So even the lowest VPIP in at over 30%. So these players are really splashing around a lot, and that's what everybody likes to see. As we have a double straddle now, double straddle. Justin with the $20 double straddle out will put the action on Finn's fan. Finn's fan coming in for a raise of 75 with the ace queen. So this is a good raise for Finn's fan here. Has a strong hand, wants to protect it here. Rolando pain to fold the jack 8 since he's on the button. And Justin's going to call here. He does have a pair. So he's going heads up. Ace, queen versus 6s. Ace, queen, 6. Ace, queen, 6 for the stream. Jack, 5-3. Looks like Justin's going to check, and I think Finn's fan's going to c-bet. Should be on the small side. Yeah, he bet 75 again. I think Finn's fan needs to check here. He needs to check. He does. And the river of 4. Finn's fan might bluff it. Finn's fan bluffs it. He's going to get called. Finn's fan betting 100 on the river. That's not going to get the job done. Justin with the 6s. As we are 3 hours into tonight's stream, so still got just over an hour to go here at the Texas Card House, TCH Live. And looks like we got the dealer change. So taking us the last hour going to be Johnny V. Dios. He is also a referee. So he deals here at the Card House, and he is a referee for high school basketball, high school football.
can't have shit leader, big winner win it.
I'm not sure if he is also a umpire for baseball, but I do know he does referee both basketball games and football games. And then on the weekends, he's here at the card house dealing the cards. So it looks like that might be up. How much is that? That's up to 100? Yeah, so if you're just joining us, the small blind game is in effect. If the small blind wins the hand, they will win a bonus, and that bonus starts off at $15. It is up to $100 right now. Every time a player is on the button, they put $15, and if the small blind wins, they take it. Justin under the gun. Is he gonna limp? No. Wow, he comes in for a big raise. Is there a straddle or something, or?
Because I have a feeling you're going to do a lot more.
Oh, okay, so yeah. Justin coming in for a big raise here, $60 raise. And I think the reason why he's doing this is because he doesn't want Baby Spider to win that $100 that's on the button. Baby Spider's the only one in this hand that can win it. So he's trying to get Baby Spider to fold here. But Gabe makes the call with the ace-6. Rolando with the king-queen makes the call, and Baby Spider has that extra incentive. It might be $200 on there. It's $100 for sure, but there's $125.
Oh, no, 3, no, 3.
Trying to see what it is. King 4 clubs for Baby Spider, as it comes ace, 8, 7, 2 diamonds. Justin with the straight draw and the flush draw will continue on here for 125. Probably going to pick up a call from Gabe here. Baby Spider's going to fold, so that bonus is still going to be on. Gabe moving all in here. Gabe moving all in, and Justin has a lot of equity as, oh wait, Baby Spider has an ace as well. Baby Spider has 2 pair. I thought Baby Spider had the king 4. I didn't realize he had the ace 7 here. So Baby Spider might just re-raise here to try to get heads up with Gabe to get the extra bonus that's on the button. It might be 200. I know it's 125 for sure, and that's what he does. Justin might just want to gamble with this hand. That's what he's thinking. He has a flush draw and a straight draw. A 9 makes him a straight. Any diamond makes him a flush. So Justin is down for the session, and this is a good spot for him to gamble. He knows it. He knows that Baby Spider might be doing this light. Oh, he's picking up a chip. Yes, he calls here. He calls here. So we have a 3-way all-in. Justin with the Jack 10 of diamonds. One time they're running it, folks. A 9 for a diamond for the win for Justin. Baby Spider with the win right now. Gabe drawn slim. Gabe is drawn to running 6s, but one of those 6s can't be a diamond. He does have some chop outs if an 8 comes.
How big is the other one?
So let's see, what type of fun turn do we have here? It is an 8, so now Gabe can chop the pot. The river, is that another 8? So it'll be a chop pot for Gabe and Baby Spider. I don't know if Baby Spider collects that bonus. And that's what the table is asking. This is a weird situation because technically he didn't win the hand. So I think Baby Spider will be okay leaving it on there.
How about this is fair? If I chop it, I don't have to put my 15.
Okay, there you go. That's what they came down. So Baby Spider said, okay. He said, okay, I won't try to take the bonus, but I don't have to put 15 in on this hand. So that's a decent compromise they came down to. It looks like Justin's done for the night. He does have about an hour drive home to South Padre Island. So bad news is he didn't win. The good news is he gets to wake up tomorrow morning on the beach at South Padre Island And I believe he lives right across the waterway from Boca Chica Beach, which is where SpaceX is. So he's got the beach on one side, and he's got SpaceX on the other side of him, surrounded by water. So not a good night for Justin, but like I said, he does get to wake up to a good situation at least.
Nothing.
So it'll be a under the gun straddle. I don't know if the seat will get filled, as we have about an hour to go on the stream. A lot of times players don't like to come in if there's just an hour to go. Double straddle. Looks like we have a double straddle here. Chaos putting the 20 out there, so double straddle to go. Rock has a pretty big motivation here, as there's over $100 bonus for the small blind this hand. Gabe has the threes, will be calling for sure, does just that. Rolando likes to see flops, 9-4. Why not? Ace Jack, Baby Spider going to be bumping it up here, looks like. No, he just makes the call. Rock reluctantly folded, as he knows he has that big bonus he can win, so that bonus will carry over to the next hand.
Seat open on the stream.
So I can hear that the $2,000 tournament is on a break right now. They are coloring up, so we'll see what that prize pool is as soon as the registration closes. So Baby Spider with the Ace Jack raising it up. Gabe with the threes making the call. Gabe is going to have to take some heat. So Gabe is probably going to check here. I think he's checking or going all in. I think those are the two options. No, he checks. And surprisingly, Baby Spider checks behind. Gabe hits his set. So now Gabe is not folding. He will check, hoping Baby Spider takes the bait. Baby Spider does take the bait. He only bets $110. I think Gabe is going to put it all in here. Even if he calls, Baby Spider is going to shut this down, because he knows he's not going to be able to bluff him on the river, just because the pot is over $500 now, and Gabe has... No, Gabe went all in. Gabe went all in. Baby Spider's going to have to fold. Yeah. Baby Spider's thinking about... No. Baby Spider folded. Yeah, he knew that the spot is never a bluff there, and he only had ace high, so he really couldn't call. So Chaos with the straddle. Finn's fan is now eligible, since he's a small blind, for that button bonus. It is a small blind game. So making sure all the graphics are correct here. So action will be on Gabe, who just took down last spot. He's under the gun. It'll be 10 for him to come in.
Oh yeah, let's cover. Yeah. I'm saying the pace shot.
Gabe with the 8-4 clubs coming in. Rolando 5 deuce. Freddy making the fold. Baby Spider away. Rock with the Queen 8 will make the fold. Oh, here we go. I was gonna say he needs to bump this up a good amount. It should be enough, and he's gonna get the bonus too. Now he does have a good hand, pocket jacks, and this is gonna also take down the bonus unless Rolando called. I think Rolando called with the 5 deuce offsuit. Yeah, Rolando called with the 5 deuce offsuit. He thought Finn's fans was up to no good, trying to take down that bonus, but he does have a hand. I think Finn's fan will put a C bet of at least. No, he checks. Okay. Rolando now needs to figure out what he's going to do with his 5 high. Rolando bets 110. Finn's fan is going to call. He's not going to give up on this quite yet. And he does just that. No, he puts in a raise. There we go. So this should get the job done. Rolando has 5 high. He took a stab on the flop, and Finn's fan stabbed back. So I think this is going to do it, but I've seen stranger things here in South Texas. Okay. So he will pick up the hand, and he'll get the bonus. How much is that bonus? Let's see. They're gonna slide that button over. It's at least 125. There's at least 2 chips on there. Let's see what we got here. Everybody hating the fact that Finn's fan won. Let's see how much it is. It is, oh, look at that. It is 165. So not only did Finn's fans win the hand, he got that 165 bonus. Let's see if it's still on. Let's see if he puts in 15.
I'm not going to reject it.
I think it's up to 20 now. I think they're putting 20 every time they're the button. Yep, it is up to 20. So the small blind game resets. The small blind game resets. So now Rigo is eligible for that $20. So action will be on Rolando. He does make the call. Freddy with the fold. Baby Spider. Suited connectors. Just calling. Finn's fan just winning last pot. Jack 7 of spades. Oh, aces for Rigo. Rigo's been a little small on his 3-bet sizing, and he continues on with that small trend. So he's out of the small blind, so he needs to raise it bigger just to begin with, because people think that he's going to be raising to get that extra $20. But you can see he has a hand, and he has a good hand. So you like the aces, but you don't like going, is it 5 ways or 6 ways to the flop? Oh, ace on the flop, easy game. Finn's fan with the spades. And Baby Spider flopping bottom pair. So this is going to get interesting. Chaos flopping middle pair. He's going to bet with the Jack 10. So Rigo here should be putting in the raise if somebody else calls. Let's see if anybody else calls. Yeah, Finn's fan's going to call. And Rigo, is Rigo also just going to call? Oh, sneaky, sneaky. 4 of spades for some pain. 9 of spades. Ah, there's the king. So Queen Jack gets there. And both jacks picking up a straight draw now. Chaos continuing on. And I think Rigo's just going to call again, or now is he going to raise? Yeah, there we go. He's going to raise now. There we go. So Rigo with the raise gets an immediate fold, but Finn's fan is not going to fold. He has a straight draw and a flush draw. Finn's fan coming along to the river needs a queen or needs a spade to crack the aces. It is the spade. So Finn's fan cracking the aces. Will the aces lose any more money? Both players with about 800 behind. So Finn's fan should bet like at least half pot. Somewhere between 400 or all of it. He should bet at least 400. He's thinking about it.
This is the worst, bro.
He's trying to figure out. I don't think he's gonna. Yes, he bets 500. He bets 500. So he bets 500, and Rigo is not liking it. Like I said, his 3-bet sizes out of the blinds have been on the small side. Maybe he's not used to playing on the stream, but normally here at the Sex Card House, Rio Grande Valley, you have to size up, and it looked like his plan was good when he flopped the top set, and he doesn't want to call or he doesn't want to fold, but I think he's going to wind up making the call. Just the set of aces is too strong of a hand, as a Fins fan can have a lot of 2-pair combos. Oh, he made the fold. Great fold by Rigo there. Great fold by Rigo. So Fins fan bet him just over half his stack. Super strong move. Super strong move there, but good fold by Rigo. So maybe that was in the back of Rigo's mind as well, where he was ready to make a big laydown. His sizing was on the small side, and he might be aware of it, but at the same time, he's ready to make a big fold. It's kind of like when you limp under the gun with a good hand with like aces or kings or ace-king or a really good hand where you limp under the gun trying to back raise, but nobody raises, and you go to a flop like 5 or 6 ways, and everybody goes crazy on the flop. Well, you have to be able to fold those big hands since you limped under the gun with them. So now the small blind game, the button bonus up to $40. So 120 in the pot. That King, Queen, Deuce. As we have King 5, a Fins fan, flopping a king, but Gabe flopping the better king with the King 8. He's going to lead right out to this $120 pot. Looks like he's betting just over a half pot at 65. Rock with the Queen. Backdoor flush draw. Likes the price coming along. That's going to bring Fins fans in, as he has top pair with a backdoor flush draw as well. And looks like we got a replacement. It looks like Gator. Ooh, Gator has a nice rack there. Got some greens, got some blacks, got some reds. So 3 ways to the turn. A harder diamond. No, it's the 4. So now Rock's gonna make 2 pair. Let's see if Gabe slows down. There's 315 in the pot. So 315 in the pot. Let's see here. Yeah, Gabe's going to bet, Rock's going to raise. So deuce or an 8 for Gabe, and it is an ace. Backdoor spades might save some people some money here. Option is on Gabe. He only has $300 behind, though, and he's just going to stick it in. I think Rock's going to call with the 2 pair. It's not going to be a snap call. The straight got there, the flush got there, better 2 pair got there. But he's just going to have to make the call here, I think. He does have the best hand. He's thinking about it. The pot's just too big. The pot's over 1,200. He has to call here. He doesn't like the river. The river makes a lot of hands. Did he fold face up? I think he folded face up. Wow, he folded face up. So Gabe went all in, and he had the king deuce. Excuse me, the king eight. He got the better hand to fold. Wow. So Rock. Well, one, Rock knows he got bluffed because Gabe showed his hand, but rewatching it, I think is going to hurt a little bit more. So Rock, after the 3:15 mark, stop watching the stream. Don't watch it after 3:15. It's not good. The 3 hour and 15-minute mark, just go and turn it off after that. So it looks like there's $60 now on the button, and that's not a straddle. That's where the small blind. We're playing a small blind game tonight, changing it up just a bit. As the action will be on Freddy. Freddy is the big winner, almost $4,000 for the night. Action will be on Freddy.
Yeah, we pay our prop bets.
Okay. Gabe winning the last hand. Does have that $60 bonus if he's able to win this hand. And we'll go 3 ways to a flop. Right now, Rolando with the best hand, king high. 10, 6, deuce, 2 hearts. Nobody flopping anything. Jack of hearts on the turn. Rolando with the flush draw, but still nobody with a pair. The river. The 5. Is king high going to win this? No, Rigo hit the 5 on the river. $60 in the pot. It's just going to go check around. Rigo will take it with the 7-5. Okay. So we still have about another 40 minutes to go. We do have a new player, seat 5, taking the seat of Justin. That's goes by Gator. Let's see how much Gator's in for. He's in for probably at least 2,000. It looks like. Each stack of green there's 500, so that's 1,000. And looks like he has at least 5 green, so I think he's in for 2,000, Gator. And they're explaining the small blind game to Gator. I played this at other card. So yeah, I have played this game before, and I know it as a small blind game. I don't know if that's the official name, but they are explaining how the game works. Rock with 9's just gonna limp. Gator. A6. It'll fold over to chaos. He has the ace-3, just makes the call. Gabe with the fold. And Rolando, he's the only player this hand eligible for the bonus. The button bonus, and of course that'll change. Little laggy here. There we go. Oh, Rolando with a hand here. Sizing is on the small side, though, I think. And you can see him getting calls. So normally you want to size up if you are going to be playing the hand out of position, but especially if you're raising out of the small blind, because everybody's going to think you're up to no good. Rock just calls with the 9's. And it's going to come 7-7-5. Rolando's going to continue on here. He knows he has that $60 bonus. I don't see Rock folding as Rolando betting 100, Rock instant calling, and we should be going heads up to the flop here as nobody else has anything to come along. Gator folding, chaos folding. So Rolando looking for an ace or queen, but 2 aces have already been folded. I think either way he's going to bet. Wow, he hits the queen. Wow, he hits the queen. Rock is not going to put him on the queen. So he will bet again. How much is the question? 100. Rock will be calling the 100. Now Rock looking for a 9. Oh, Rock raising to 300. So Rock, like I said, that queen's going to get him in trouble and Rolando snap calls. So Rock getting very unlucky on the turn. And there is probably over, I was going to say over 1,000, but it's going to go check on the river. And Rolando going to get there with the queen. So Rock had the right idea, raising with the 9s. He just raised it on the wrong street. Should have raised the flop bet, the 775. He should have raised it then. Decided to wait for one more card to come off. And I think as long as the card wasn't an ace or a king, he was going to raise a bet. And it was a queen, but Rolando happened to have the queen. So Rock putting in the raise on the turn. Rolando calling. Looks like Rock's going to be added on. And I think that's going to be up to maybe 75, that button. No, they're going $20 intervals now. So it'll be up to 80 now. This small blind game started off at $5 on the button, and somebody wanted and everybody liked it. So they're like, you know what? Let's all put $20 now. Oh, I'm sorry. Rolando won the game. He was the small blind, so he picked up that $60, and now he puts 20 on. So Rock will add on to his stack. Rigo with the jacks will make it 25. Gaber with the jack 6 calls. Rolando, is he going to put in the 3-bet here? Ace, king, suited. I don't think he's seen his hand yet. He's still stacking his chips. But he has a big hand. He should be raising here. We'll see what he does. No, he just calls. That's going to bring Freddy in and Baby Spider in. So the jack's in the lead right now. The ace-king, very underrepresented. Flop coming. Ace, 7 deuce. Freddy flopping a flush draw. So I believe it's going to go checked around to Rolando, 125 in the pot. It's going to be betting somewhere between 50 and 75. Gabe taking a stab here. Second time we see Gabe do this. When an ace comes out, he decides to represent it. Both times somebody else has had the ace. And it looks like, yeah, looks like he's betting 75. So Rolando definitely going to be calling, maybe raising here. Rolando raising. This might price Freddy out. So Freddy has the flush draw, but I think he's going to get priced out here. So Rolando making the raise to 225. Freddy just invested for 25. I think Freddy's going to fold. So actually what should have happened was that Gabe should have checked. Rolando should have bet 75, and then Freddy would have called to 75. But now Gabe, by betting, is gonna price out Freddy. Freddy's seeing how much Gabe has left in his stack, and it's over 1,000. So yeah, it's gonna price Freddy out. The jacks are just gonna have to fold here, as one person has already bet and one person has raised. So a little unfortunate, but in a strange way, he lost the minimum there. He raised to 25. The ace king did not 3-bet him. The ace came on the flop and he checked. Somebody bet, somebody raised. And he lost the minimum with the jacks there. Keep in mind, we do have the YouTube chat going. The YouTube chat, I do not have access to the Facebook chat. But if you want to use the YouTube chat, we will definitely take a look at it. And then also the like and subscribe button there for TCH Live, as there's always a live stream, since there are 6 different locations here. We are in South Texas tonight, Rio Grande Valley. Other streaming locations include Texas Card House Austin, Texas Card House Dallas, and Texas Card House Houston. So subscribing to the channel gets you all. It's 4 for 1. So Baby Spider has that bonus of $40 that he's going to be going after here with the raise. Everybody limping. Baby Spider going to try to get by Rolando, but that's not going to work. Rolando calling with the 10-8 offsuit. Baby Spider's going to be betting a lot of flops here. King 9-5, 2 spades. $65 in the pot. Action on Baby Spider. I think he's going to bet small. I think he's going to bet maybe like 25. Bets 30. And that's going to take down the pot and get him the button bonus. He's going to scoop that. No, he's putting chips on there. No, you won. Take it off. There you go. There you go. Right as he was putting the $20 on, he's all like, wait, I was the small blind. So Gator will be the big blind. Once again, we are playing, and you can let me know in the chat if this is known as something else, but every time I played it, I know it is a small blind game. Like I said, you can let me know in the YouTube chat if maybe you call it different in your home game. But it's just the bonus for the small blind. Every time you're on the button, you have to put X amount on the button. We started off at $5, but it's up to $20. So every time you're the button, you put $20. If the small blind, that hand wins the hand, they win the bonus. It got up to, I believe, $165. It got up to earlier. So Rock definitely coming along. He has the Jack 5 of diamonds, but he has that extra $20 in this hand. As we're going 6 ways to the flop. Flop coming king high. Freddy flopping top pair. He will c-bet this to probably about 30. No, he makes it 20. 25, excuse me. Baby Spider calling with middle pair. Gator coming along with some backdoor draws. Gator has backdoor straight draw, backdoor flush draw. The turn is an 8. That might get Gator in trouble. He actually wanted to hit one of his backdoor draws, but now he hits a pair. So now he's going to lead, it looks like. Both Rolando and Baby Spider with middle pair, but Freddy has top pair. So Gator will lead. There's 160 in the pot. He only bets 45. Is that going to bring everybody along? It's going to bring Freddy along for sure. Rolando's thinking he does have the ace kicker. So he'll make the call. Freddy will make the call as well. Baby Spider makes the fold. So good fold by Baby Spider, even though he's getting a real good price. He figured that either somebody had the king or somebody had a better 9, and that was the case. River coming the queen. So almost 300 in the pot. Gator's going to be betting 50. That's not going to get the job done. I'm pretty sure both Rolando and Freddy are going to call. You can see Freddy ready reaching for the 50. No, Rolando calls. Freddy makes the call. Freddy will win the $395 pot. Like I said, that 8 was not a card Gator wanted to see. Gator wanted to see a heart. Gator wanted to see a 6 or a 7. But Freddy will take down that pot. And that'll add to his stack. Now rocks the button. You can see he added $20 to there. So now there's $40 on that button. Big chip should always be on the bottom. At least at the blackjack tables and baccarat tables. Big chip's on top. Got the green on the top, and then there's 3 red on the bottom. All right, looks like we have a straddle. Rigo with the straddle. And the double straddle. Chaos with the double straddle. So this is essentially a 10-20 game. as the action will be on Gabe, has the second highest VPIP. I kind of like a raise from Gabe here, but it's awkward raising to $60. That'll be 3x in it, so he's just going to make the call. Rolando making the fold. Action back to Baby Spider with the Jack 10. Is he just going to call or raise? He might raise here. Calling for sure. There's the raise. Gabe's not folding. Rock looks like he's getting ready for a massage, so I think he's going to fold this ace-5. Yeah, he folds the ace-5. Gator has that extra $40 that he can win. He makes the call with the ace-8. He actually has the best hand right now. Gabe's not folding. He has a suited queen. So Baby Spider with the worst hand is the one actually doing the raising here. It'll be interesting to see if he c-bets, if it's checked to him on the flop. No, the ace comes. So Gator and Gabe both hit. Gator with the top pair and Gabe with the flush draw and backdoor straight draw. So Gator's bet, Gabe will call, and Baby Spider will make the fold. $100 bet from Gator. Gabe makes the call. To the turn we go. It's a king. Now Gabe picking up a straight draw as well. I think Gator's going to bet about another 100. Gator bumping it up to 200, but that's not going to shake Gabe, as Gabe now picks up a straight draw. So 200 and an insta call from Gabe, looking for a 10 or a spade. A 10 will be gross. There's a 10. The only good part for Gator is he only has one pair. Like if he, Gator with a $400 bet is not getting those chips back. As a matter of fact, Gabe is going all in for $750. Gabe hitting the nuts. He was on the flush draw, but went runner, straight. So Gabe may be doing a little Hollywood here, but all those chips are going in the middle. He has the nuts, the best hand you can make. So it's going to be another $350 for Gator, and Gator might call because he's getting such a good price. Oh, he insta-call too. Wow. I don't know if you saw that, folks, but the dealer put out the all-in button, the yellow button, and he wasn't even finished putting the all-in button down, and Gator had already put in the 25. He was getting such a good price that he insta-called there. So Gabe calling the flop bet with a flush draw, turning a straight draw, and rivering that straight. That was about a $2,000 pot, I believe, for Gabe. Could see the winners. Freddy in for $4,000 winner. Baby Spider second, $3,400. Gabe, who just won that pot, that's gonna make him a $1,000 winner for the night. Rolando also winning tonight, and everybody else in the negative. There's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 players in the negative since we lost seat 5. So seat 5, we did get it replaced, but there was another player that's not shown on the list. So 4 winners tonight. Everybody else, the other 6 players in the red. Freddy, $4,000 in front. Yeah, so they are putting in the 20 for Gator, the small blind game. Rock looking very relaxed there. So action will be on Chaos. No Straddle this time, so just a normal 2-5 game. Just a normal 2-5 game here as Gabe will make the call with the Jack 4. Just one last hand. Little heat check. Freddy with the ace-7 makes a small raise. Baby Spider. He thinks that's weakness. Baby Spider senses a weakness here. He's going to put in a raise here. So Freddy just raising it up to 15. Baby Spider said, nah, that guy don't have anything. Let us 3-bet. And he makes it $50. But Finn's fan needs to 3-bet here. No, he just calls. You have the extra $60 on the button there, and you're going to be playing out of position. So that's going to bring everybody else along. And Baby Spider's going to actually have the best equity here since everybody else is sharing an ace. So Baby Spider, the pre-flop aggressors, has a 40% chance to win as of right now. And Finn's fan will flop a gut shot, so that's going to give him the best equity right now. Plus he has ace high. This is assuming if it gets called all the way down. Baby Spider's going to bet. Finn's fan will call the 85, and I think everybody else is going to fold. Yeah, everybody else should fold here. Yeah, Freddy's going to have to fold. He just has ace high. The Queen of Clubs, Finn's fan does have that. So the 8 of Clubs is going to go check, check, I think. No. Baby Spider now picking up a straight draw. So if he bet the flop with 10 high, well, he actually has a double gutter now. And Baby Spider's going to hit the straight. He flopped the gut shot. The queen would have made him a straight. And he turned open-ended. And he hits it. He goes runner, runner, straight. Runner, runner, nuts, like the previous hand. Gabe went runner, runner, best straight, and this is runner, runner, best straight as well. So 330. I don't think Finn's fan can make a hero call here because everything got there. The flush draw got there. The king or the jack that bet on the flop got there. The 7 deuce got there, and Finn's fan finally figures it out and makes the fold. So Baby Spider, that hand's going to get him close to Freddy. And it's going to make him close to a $4,000 winner tonight. This is the pre-flop aggression, both Baby Spider and Finn's fan in at the 20% mark, 28 and 24. Gator, who just got here, Rock in at 0%, Rolando in at 0%, but this is pre-flop raising. Rolando very low on that, but very high on the VPIP. All right, this is going to be hand 69 of the night. 69, very nice. And it will be on Gabe. The action will be on Gabe. Looks like the small blind game. So add it 20 to that. So there should be 80 on that button, I believe. Jack 4 Gabe, but I think he's going to play it for $5. It's suited. Why not? He does make the call. Rolando, he's also going to call. Freddy with the fold. Ooh, the slow motion fold. That'll put it on Baby Spider. And Baby Spider with the 9-6 suited. Making the raise here, but Gator has the ace queen. So Gator puts in the 3-bet here. Baby Spider winning last hand with 10 high. So he decided to continue on with his aggression, but this time somebody's going to push back. Is Chaos calling here out of the small blind? No, Chaos is in the big blind. Chaos is calling out of the big blind. I thought he might be the small blind. Chaos does call the 3-bet with 7-5 of clubs. Rolando suited. I don't see him going anywhere. And now Baby Spider's kind of priced in here. So Baby Spider was making a move. He got pushed back, but so many people called that he makes the call as well. His spades are live. His 9 is not. 2 people sharing aces. We have a $600 pot. One player in with 9 high, the other player in with 7 high. And the ace still comes. Ace 6-3. Rolando is going to get in trouble. Rolando's going to be in trouble here. As a matter of fact, Rolando's going to lead out and bet $200 into the $600 pot. So betting a third of the pot. Baby Spider with the 6. Going to let it go. Gator going to make the call. and a gut shot for Chaos here. I think Chaos is going to call. He called a $150 raise pre-flop with 7-5, and now he flops a flush draw, so he needs to put in $200 for the $1,000 pot. So I think he's going to call. I'm not sure if I would have called pre-flop with the 7-5, but now that I'm in this position, if it's the 3 of clubs, he's calling for sure because it gives him some backdoor clubs as well. But you can see him really contemplating this call, and he does make the call. So now he turns open-ended. So he had a gut shot for the 4. Now he needs a 4 or a 9. Rolando continuing on here. It looks like it's going to be 300 this time. Is Freddy going to raise or Freddy just going to call? Gator just calling. So now for sure Chaos is coming in. That's the best card. You see? He snap calls. On the flop, he thought about it for a while. And now he snap calls. A 9 would be gross because it'll give Rolando 2 pair. Now there's the ace. Rolando might lose all his chips here. How much does Gator have? Gator has 3,000. Gator is gonna... Is he just making the call or is he gonna go all in? Wow, he just makes the call here. So Rolando getting lucky. The Gator did not raise because Gator with the queen kicker is going to take down this $3,000 pot. I'm not kind of surprised the Gator did not raise. So big pot going Gator's way. As we have a couple more hands to go here on tonight's stream. Like I said, it's gonna go after 10, and we are after 10 o'clock Central Time, Texas time, Central Time. All right, let's see here on the chat real quick. Somebody asking about the massages at the table, and yes, here at the Texas Card House, Rio Grande Valley, the waitresses do offer massages. It is $1 a minute. $1 a minute, so 30-minute massage, $30. And then, of course, if the player chooses to tip as well, they are allowed to tip as well. So you can see Rock there getting a massage at the table. I personally never do it, just because it's really hard for me to concentrate on both. But I know a lot of the players had a hard day at work, just kind of want to come back and relax and play some poker, and they're able to do it both. All right. We got the chat star. She finally made it. And we are and we have probably less than 5 hands to go, but you made it. All right. So welcome to the chat star Kiwi, Colleen. And let's see what we got here. So I'm pretty sure they're going to play until after the stream is over. And the reason why I ask is because we still have the small blind game going. So when the stream ends, I don't think the game's going to break because there's still some there's $100 on that button right now for the small blind game. Freddy with the pocket nines is in the lead right now, and he did bet. Yeah, there's that shaky camera. We will definitely take a look at that after the stream. But so both Chaos and Gabe flopping bottom pair, and they are sticking around. 4 of clubs. I think that's going to slow down the action. The Rock with open-ended now. So Chaos checking. I think this is going to slow down the action, but we'll see. So action on Gabe, and it does check. Rock might bet because he has a pair and a straight draw. He's not good right now, but he has a pair and a straight draw. There's $500 in the pot. Looks like he's putting out 150. Yeah, 150. So that'll get Chaos to fold. Gabe with bottom pair. He does have a straight draw with a deuce, but it will not be a good straight. He doesn't have any clubs either, so he finally lets go of it. Rolando with the ace of clubs might continue on here. He does have a pair, a straight draw, and a flush draw, so he's going to continue on, and that might get Freddy to fold. It does. So right now the best hand is Rock. Rolando looking for a club is not going to get it. Does he bluff at it? He does have showdown value with the 4, and he does check. It looks like Rock's going to bet. So Rock betting. Rock put in Rolando all in here, and Rolando will fold. All right, we got a couple more hands to go on the stream. I think we have 2 more hands to go, and I'm pretty sure these players will be continue to play after the stream is over. Right now, the action will be on tonight's big winner, Freddy. Queen 7 of spades. I think he's going to let that go, and he does. Baby Spider in C3 there, immediately folds. Rock with the ace king, one last hand. And he's coming in for what type of raise here? A $40 raise, so pretty big raise here. But Gator will make the call. And Chaos coming along as well. Gabriel folding, and Rolando, who likes to see flops, will see a flop. Ace King versus Jack 10 versus Queen 7 versus 5-6. So pretty much everybody with live cards here, and the queen will hit Queen 9-5. So Rolando hitting a pair. Gator flopping open-ended is going to bet this. So Gator betting 50. Gator betting about 1/3 of the pot, just under 1/3 of the pot. Chaos with a pair will make the call. He also has a backdoor flush draw. Rolando a top pair making the call, and I think the ace king has to fold, and he does. So 3 ways to a turn we go. It's going to be a 5. So Chaos coming from behind checks to Chaos, and he's definitely gonna bet here, and it looks like it's gonna be on the big size. $312 in the pot. Looks like Chaos is gonna bet about the pot. How much is it? It's going to be about 300. It's 250. So Rolando, that's basically putting Rolando all in. Rolando only has 282, and that's what he's counting out. That's what he just figured out, and he's going with it. I think Gator's going to call here. He's getting a good price. No, he makes the fold, and Rolando's going to have to get really lucky here, as he has a 2-outer, and that's not it. So full house for Chaos. Queen 7 not going to be good enough. Let's see here. There we go. And that hand will go to Chaos. All right, so last hand of the stream coming up here from the Texas Card House RGV. As this is hand 72. Like I said, I still think the players are playing, but kind of need to figure out what to do with that $120 on the button. And I think Rolando's done. So there is no small blind, so I don't know if those chips are in play.
I'm small blind now.
Right now, nobody can win. No, you're big.
You're big blind bears.
Yeah, that's true, because then you get 2 chances. That would
All right, so last hand of the stream. These guys will continue to play after the stream is over. Action will be on Baby Spider, and he picks up queens under the gun. So he raises to 25. He raises to 25. The players know this is the last hand of the stream, so there might be a weird dynamic that goes on with some of these hands here. As Gator calling with the 7s. Rigo calling with the ace. Chaos also coming along. He has, let's see what Chaos has. Rigo ace-9 Chaos with the queen 8 of diamonds. Gabe with the 10-3 suited. And Freddy getting a good price but decides to fold. So $130 in the pot. We are 5 ways. Queens in the lead right now. And the flop coming king high. So Baby Spider not liking the king. This is probably going to go checked around. Unless if Chaos decides to bet his 8, and he does. So Chaos put it 75 out there. Doesn't think anybody has anything. Oh, Baby Spider makes the fold. So Baby Spider thought that Chaos had. But Gator's not folding his pocket pair. So great bet by Chaos here. He got the best hand to fold. He got the queens to fold and the worst hand to call, the 7s. Three of hearts. Gator should check here. Gator does check. Does Chaos check? Chaos might put Gator on a flush draw, so maybe he bets, and he does 100. Gator immediately calls. The Jack of Spades coming on the river. Gator checking, and I think Chaos is just going to take, yep. Chaos checks it behind, so he will win the $480 pot with the Queen 8 last hand of the stream tonight. Would like to thank everybody who joined us from all around the world. As we have somebody from New Zealand here. Yes, and that'll wrap things up tonight from Texas Card House, Rio Grande Valley. Thank you for joining us. And if you still haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe to TCH Live.